Man, this is hilarious, bro. Yo, what's good, everybody? We back with another episode of a nighttime recap of week 15, open field. Here again with, Mookie Herbert, my guy Dev,
Yo,
back in the building, late night crew. Before we start, give a quick shout out to to all our GOAT members, Cobra Sun and Raditz, Comatose in the Clutch, 11 members, Skamet. If you want to become a member, click a link down in the bio to join and see all the membership offers. I don't know if y'all been sleeping up under a rock, man, but we getting closer and closer and closer. 6 days away. Epic battle. Ticket versus Chill at the Halls, December 23rd. I think I like Unk in that one. But I don't know, man. We might go with Mookie's Charizard. Mookie Charmeleon. I think Ticket is Charizard or the loudest niggas on Player's Choice.
That's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a good battle, man.
Yeah, Ticket could pull off the upset because Ticket really do come with that smoke. But yeah, man, a lot just going on. Quick little recap. A lot that happened in football today. Game just ended with Lamar. Trevor Lawrence, generational Trevor Lawrence, just ended up beating them pretty soundly. What was it, 23-7?
good defensive game. It was a good game
Yeah,
by the
good
Ravens,
defensive game, bro. Like this is what I don't understand with y'all people, bro.
and
Like
Lamar played well.
I understand y'all want to glaze this man, bro, but y'all gotta give credit to that defense, bro. Like give a credit to John Harbaugh for producing some great defenses, bro. Like that defense for the Ravens is elite, bro. Like they're great elite scout defense, bro. They're physical, right? They're well good in coverage. They got great pass rush. They're great at stopping the run. I mean, bro, this is the reason why since 2018 they've been the best ranked defense since 2018, since Lamar's came with the Baltimore Ravens, until now, bro. Like that defense is elite, my nigga. Like there can be so much room for error for that offense, bro. But I know that I got a defense that can get stops. They can put the ball right back into the offense hands, bro. So like I said there and said, bro, great game for the defense. I'm more impressed with the defense, bro. That was a defensive MVP caliber game.
I think it's a team caliber effort by everybody because
what up, Cowboy?
Goddamn Mookie.
What up, Cowboy? I think it's a good all around game from everybody. I think everybody contributed. They had a good, they were putting pressure on Lawrence. They had a good game plan. Some injuries happened, unfortunately, to Mitchell, which I'm kind of sad to see because he was my favorite players to watch. And it looks like he has a dislocated, hyperextended knee. And then Lawrence,
boy.
He's doing all he can right now. The Jaguars defense is kind of looking suspect right now. They're falling
But this
off.
the thing. This the thing about. I'm gonna say this about the Ravens.
Mhm.
I would look at this team as a team that can win the Super Bowl, win it all, bro. If they had that quarterback that can rise to the occasion in the postseason, bro.
Oh my god!
And I just don't believe in the Ravens like that, bro, because I know how bad he plays in the postseason, bro. Like, and then that defense. Let's not act like that. As much as that defense been elite, ain't been transcended in the goddamn playoffs that much, right? The only time I can account where the defense played elite or played good compared to what they did in the regular season was the Titans game, bro.
I'm sick of the line. What you're doing to Lamar? Y'all keep using that playoff shit against him, and it's overrated because again, if you go with the narrative of Lamar Jackson's career, that playoff record looks a little bit better based off of how if you go with the narrative. So the first narrative of what y'all painted for Lamar Jackson got drafted 32nd, skipped even by the team that drafted him. He was a running back, should have played receiver. The team was about to miss the playoffs, ended up getting a sorry Ravens team to the playoffs where they won 6 out of the last 7 games. Boom. Fast forward to the following year, unanimous MVP season. He loses playoff game. So now, we know Lamar Jackson can quarterback a winning team, but he has to win a playoff game. So what happens the very next year? He wins a playoff game, and then people discredit him for the playoff game. Oh, it was a bad team. He didn't do all well that well. Then the following year, he gets hurt in the playoff, but I believe one of them games he generated like 500 total yards or 600 total yards of offense. But they'll sit there and
gosh,
you
that
lost
is
that playoff. But no, you say that's nasty, but you do the same thing for Herbert. Herbert sit up there and loses games.
Oh my
He
God.
sits up there and loses games where he generates a lot of yards of the total offense, and y'all will sit there and point out all the other flaws of the team is the reason why they lost the game. Also, I'm gonna fast forward to this too. They bring up, Lamar has this great defense, and it leaves rooms for margin of error. But what about Lamar Jackson's 28.1 points a game he averaged when he's on offense versus when he's not there? When he's not there, they only average 18. When he's there, they average 28.
But that's a small sample size, man.
Y'all, no. This is based off of his career. We only going off career.
And how many games he didn't start?
He's been in the league longer than Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert can only manage to generate 25 points when he's up on the center.
Yeah, with a flawed offense.
The defense gives up 25-5, right? So based off of just that number right there, right? Based off of that number you said, right? If I just plug Lamar's production, which is 28.1 points, and just put it over with the Chargers, with that same Chargers team, it does work like that.
No, it does
with
not.
That same Chargers team,
because they're not running
Lamar
the same
Jackson will win more games.
Hey,
with
Bam,
that same Chargers team.
Bam, I got a question for Mookie. If that was Lamar Jackson that blew a 25-point lead, would you be applying all this context?
He did it before, though. He did it before. Like, why people not?
But I'm talking about in the playoffs. In the playoffs, if he blew a 25-point lead, would you be applying? Would you be applying this level?
Every quarterback has blown. Hold on. Every quarterback that has blown 20-point leads. Your greatest quarterback of all time, Tom Brady, has blown 20-point leads. Patrick Mahomes has blown multiple leads. Peyton Manning has blown leads. I mean, every quarterback has blown leads before, bro.
But what you just said is nasty because Justin Herbert does not have the playoff resume Brady and all the quarterbacks had when they started blowing those leads.
And neither does Lamar Jackson, but you get
he at least has an MVP to lean on. He at least has an MVP to lean on.
MVP? What?
A unanimous MVP.
Do we give Matt Ryan the benefit of the doubt because he won an MVP?
Do we give a lot of people give Matt Ryan a lot because of the MVP? Yes, Mookie.
Bro,
people,
that MVP I
get crucified.
The MVP is not the end all be all because at the end of the day, it's factoring on team success and it's factoring on narratives, bro. Like
but
we
it's
have
also
seen,
we can play,
and that's true. I believe
that team success.
I believe any quarterback in the league has MVP caliber seasons, bro. But just because they win it, that don't mean I'm supposed to discredit him for not winning an MVP when many other quarterbacks in the league that have produced MVP caliber seasons, but they lost it because the team was not good enough and everything. So what I'm saying is this about Lamar Jackson: you're missing a lot of context, man. You're missing a lot of information, bro. His MVP caliber season, bro. You telling me that he couldn't march the field? He couldn't march down the field to score a touchdown when the Ravens had the number one ranked offense in the league? For the first 3 quarters, you couldn't march down the field and score a touchdown? That is unacceptable. And then Then you talking about that one playoff win that he won, bro. They won that game off the defense. They held the number one ranked offense in the Tennessee Titans to under their average, was 170-something total yards that whole game. And don't talk about until he got hurt against that Bills game, how bad he freaking played too as well. No other quarterback that in their first playoff game has played bad than what Lamar Jackson played against the goddamn Chargers. The interceptions, the forced turnovers. I mean, come on, bro. Y'all still give this man benefit of the doubts. And that's why I sat there and said, nobody would never be high on the Baltimore Ravens until Lamar Jackson once shows that he can play great in the postseason. Because if you look at his numbers, if you look at the eye test, he has more interceptions than touchdowns, bro. So what he does in the regular season doesn't matter. I got to see it. And many other people, Lamar Jackson crucifiers or guys that speak facts about Lamar, got to see it in the postseason. And we never did, bro.
But you don't have to see it in the postseason from Herbert, though.
Exactly.
That's all we saying.
Herbert played.
Because hold on, Mookie. You brought up Brady. You brought up Brady, Mahomes. You brought up
winners. Winning.
All right.
These
Bill,
dudes
Bill.
have put on a decade of
Winning.
elite body of work.
Okay.
And you're talking about them throughout the decade of their elite body of work. You bring up the small occasions they choke, and you're using that to
But it's
justify
a choke
the first time we've seen Herbert in the playoffs, he choked though. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's
I mean,
already
I'm with you.
But he didn't choke. But that's the thing. Like you got to put
but it's
context
already
to it, though.
starting out bad.
But
He did
Mookie,
choke.
you're
He was
asking.
bringing out when Magic
But
used
my
the
point,
Jaguars.
hold on. My point is to sit there and say is
Sat
this,
there and
that,
said
bro.
this.
We said in his MVP caliber year, this is Lamar MVP caliber year. When you win the MVP,
Like I
you
sat
should
there and
be
said.
held to the highest standard. In his MVP caliber year, Bama, he choked on his food and had multiple interceptions and touchdowns that game against the Titans. Bro, you can sit here and
And
say
then he
Herbert
went back
choked.
there next
That's
year and won
fine.
against the
But
Titans. Nigga,
also,
what
I'm
Wait a
sitting there
minute.
saying is this is that. Hold on. I'm sitting there saying is this is that Herbert hasn't turned over the ball and put his team into bad situations where the opposing team is scoring off his mistakes and off his turnovers. Lamar
Herbert
Jackson,
did go
on the
3
other
and out
hand,
against the
is
Jaguars
turn
in his
over the
last possession,
football
though.
and putting his team into a bad situation off his mistakes. Until he's able to perform like that, I don't think nobody should even give Lamar Jackson no benefit until he's able to perform in the playoffs. I don't care about the
He
winning.
did
I
perform
care
in the
about how
playoffs
well
last
you
time he played. What are you
perform.
talking
And
about?
I care about him.
He didn't throw an interception in that game.
I mean, I care about him winning. I really care less if he gives me a 300-yard performance. Give me the dub, because no one's gonna care if he give out 400 total yards, 3 touchdowns. They take an L. No one's gonna care. They're gonna roast him for losing. So I mean, which one do you want? You want him for W, or you want him getting all the
I want
yards
him
and
to play
touchdowns? Take an
well.
L.
I want Lamar Jackson to play well in the postseason, put his
He
team
did.
into great situations.
But that
to
is
succeed.
unfair because
And
you
hold
don't
on,
I don't
use that
care
logic
about the
with
win. I don't
other
think.
quarterbacks.
Okay, let me
hold on.
ask Mookie this question. Mookie, so you say that Justin Herbert is a top 2 quarterback,
Yes.
but you're bringing up all this postseason stuff with Lamar Jackson, but Justin Herbert has one postseason game where he's average.
Hold on.
Wait,
And they
wait,
blow a
Hold on,
20-point lead.
Hold on, let me say something.
Wait,
Hold on, Cowboys, because I'm gonna cook your Cowboys after this too, right?
I'm gonna cook my Cowboys too.
Hold on.
I want to
I'ma
hear
sit
your
there-
thoughts on it, but
Hold on.
it ain't.
I'm gonna say this right quick, and I'll make it quick.
Like I sat there and said,
I've seen Justin Herbert take the worst team in NFL history to the playoffs, bro.
that's not the
Like,
worst. All right.
That right
Hold
there
on.
alone gives them the benefit of the doubt. Bro, that Chargers team was not good the year that they went to the playoffs. They had a terrible defense.
No, what are you
They had a
talking
terrible
about?
O-line.
Eckler was top 5
Hold on.
And you
Bro,
see
you're
how
really just
bad
drawing
he
straws
is.
at this point.
They had the worst
You
coach.
see how bad Eckler's
Hold on.
playing right now? He was literally a top 5 running back last year. They went
No,
to the
he was
playoffs.
not. No,
The
he was
worst
You
not.
team
are
ever
lying,
is
bro. Are y'all?
He was not on
crazy.
top
bro?
5
Wait,
running back. What are you
can I
talking
say
about,
this?
man?
I mean,
Hold on.
well, really,
Never gotta stop that cap, man.
Bro,
you
he
say
had top
by
5
definition.
production last year.
Bro,
Bunching that
Austin
receiver
Eckler was
all
never
purpose.
top 5, bro.
All
That nigga
purpose,
was
he was top 5 as running backs. He was top 5 running back all purpose move.
You talking
Hey,
about
Batman.
That's why people dogging Eckler right now. They saying, bro, he basically just fell off a cliff out.
wait, can I say this?
You talking
Can I
about
say this?
yards
By
though?
definition,
I'm talking about pure runner. He was not no good pure runner,
Bro, how they used him though? He was Herbert's primary third down receiver. Like, and he
I know that.
delivered
That's what
over
he was
and
good
over
for.
and over
But
in
I was
clutch for him in third down, bro.
okay,
That's
but
one
I'm
reason
saying
Herbert was able to convert on third down because he's been atrocious on third down since college until he met Eckler.
no, that's not true. But
All right.
I don't judge players off of just
He
college.
didn't even watch him in college.
But my point
At
is
all.
to sit there. My point is to sit there and say is this: is that Eckler is a terrible runner between the tackles. He cannot shoot gaps properly as well, bro. He cannot find reads in like the holes really well, bro. He don't have that burst off the line of scrimmage, bro. The only thing Eckler is good for is catching out the backfield, and that's what the Chargers have to do is use run substitute, bro. So my point is to sit here and say is that Herbert with no running game. They was like dead last in running game. They was a top 10 passing offense as well, with Keenan Allen, Mike Williams missing a combined 10 to 12 games, bro. And also, bro, him having receivers like Palmer and Carter and leading that team with a piss poor defense that had injuries as well. to the goddamn playoffs, bro. That's floor raising ability, bro. And
But
that right there, bro,
can I say this? Can I
that's
say
playing
this?
a top 2
my
quarterback.
Can I
God,
say
hold
this?
on.
Hold on.
My
Before you say
definition.
this,
Because like I
Dez,
sat
you
there
go
and
right after
said,
this because he just really sat there and slighted Palmer and them. But did you know Herbert had more yards passing to Jordan Palmer, and Guyton and all of them without Mike Williams and Keenan Allen? He had more yards than when he had Keenan Allen and Mike Williams. So you sitting up there trying to slight them boys as receiver when Justin Herbert actually had better production with just them at receiver than Mike Williams and Keenan Allen. So
You making my point even further.
No, I'm not making your point.
You are.
Lying. I'm not
Yes,
making
you
your
are.
point.
Yes, you are. You making
If
my
I was
point.
making your
You
point,
basically said
if I was making your point, Mookie, this would be making me your point, right? Herbert's production would have to be higher with Keenan Allen and Mike Williams, and then his production falls off with Guyton and Palmer, but they still make the playoffs. The fact that his production went up with Guyton and Palmer shows, bro, his receiver play is not the issue. You can say it's the issue right now because of Johnson.
Hold on. Hear what I'm saying. Hold on, Bim. Hear what I'm saying. The fact that Herbert can actually produce with Palmer and Carter, two receivers that not even in the top 40, and they're not even great elite level wide receivers, bro, and he can give them production as well, tells me that he can actually tear so-called wide receivers to complementary pieces on the offense as well because of his impact alone.
Hey,
So
Cowboy, I saw Tom Brady use guys like this and receiver and do good. So I want to hear that.
Playoffs as well, with them being injured on both ends of the football field.
We ain't finna sit here and talk about no injured quarterback. There's a lot better quarterback.
Justin Herbert is the most popular quarterback.
Well, I just wanted to say this by definition.
You know
why
that.
isn't Josh? I would say by your definition, why isn't Josh Allen number 2? Because outside of Mahomes, he does have a lot of playoff success in winning the game. He does have floor raising ability. Even though yes, he has Stephon Diggs, but still he is subpar like receiver 2, and he is the running game. Like Josh Allen is the running game for the Bills. So shouldn't he be the second best quarterback to you instead of like Herbert?
Today he was not the running game today.
I mean, not today.
James Cook was cooking.
Let me say this right quick. Dev, that's a okay question. I like your cleverness, but no, Josh Allen is not a top 2 quarterback, and the reason why is because he's had a top 5 weapon in Stephon Diggs as well. I don't know why y'all sit there and underrate destroy Gabe Davis, but he's a good vertical threat wide receiver as well, right? He's also had an elite level defense even a couple years prior. So there's been margin of error because he can literally turn over the football and lead the lead in interceptions multiple years and still have a defense that bail him out, bro. Herbert, on the other hand, take care of the football much better than
horseshit.
Justin Herbert, on the other hand, he don't turn over the football as much as Josh Allen, right? And Josh Allen's situation has been better than Justin Herbert because he's had a better defense, bro, and better overall weapons.
Hold up. I got 2 questions for you, Mookie.
But Josh Allen top 4 though.
What good is an elite in what you said? Because apparently 15 quarterbacks to you got a top 5 defense.
Exactly.
I don't even know how that was possible. That's besides the point. What good is an elite defense if they don't play elite in the playoffs? Did they play elite versus the Chiefs when they lost that game?
Ooh. That's a great answer, and that's a great question, Cowboy. And I like your cleverness too as well. But I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. That's a terrible thing. Because
if they don't play elite, it doesn't matter if they've been elite all season.
Here, I'm gonna tell you why. Because in a 17 game regular season, bro, if I have an elite level defense, bro, that can get stops in the red zone, get stops in the third down, especially when the offense are not clicking and going, bro, and I have a defense that can consistently, bro, save me throughout the totality of a 17 game regular season, and they can actually put me in positions to be higher in the seeding in the conference, bro. That means they can put me in a position to host a divisional game. They can put me in a position to actually be in the playoffs as often as well, bro. That's why you need a great defense, the totality, bro. And for the most part, Josh Allen had the opportunity. He had the luxury to rely on that elite level defense. And then it come to playoff time, he could host a divisional game, bro. And also, we have seen him play bad as well, though.
Okay, and then my other question to you is this: you say, is Joe Burrow better than Justin Herbert to you?
No.
Okay, what's one of the problems you say that the Chargers have on their offense? Their
No
offensive
running game.
offensive
running-
line, right?
No running game. No O-line. Terrible coaching.
The Bengals have a good O-line.
No.
He
But
overcame
they,
that.
but they also have a good running game compared to what the Chargers have.
What, Bama, didn't you say Austin Eckler was like top 5 in the league in rushing yards last year or something?
Not rushing yards, but all rushing and
all-purpose
production, all-purpose receiving
Yeah.
production for his running backs.
Yeah.
He was top 5.
All right, so
if
move
not
on,
number
Cowboys.
1. He led, and I know, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe he led the league in touchdowns.
But
Random.
my problem is this, right? So in that Chargers game, they got all 4 of those turnovers in the first half, right? When they went up 28-3.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
So when the defense wasn't getting turnovers for the Chargers, Justin Herbert couldn't lead a touchdown drive, score 1 touchdown in the second half. That's it. 1 touchdown. Look, I will never forget what Bama said to me. I'll never forget what Bama said to me. It was me and this chick and then Bama on the phone. And he was like, man, look, Justin Herbert don't like the second halves. And he was spitting, man, because if they score a touchdown in that second half, if he's as great as you say he is, if he's a top 2 quarterback, if he can carry talent, he's got to score a touchdown in the second half of the playoff.
But hold on. But let me.
I don't know, bro. I have no idea.
Let me tell you this. This is why you got to put context to it. The Chargers needed 6 points to win that game against the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hey, Brandon, I didn't see you this week. Where were you at, bro? I didn't see you this week.
Hold on.
Brandon Kratz?
The Chargers.
Man, bro, that dude is just like he get bad takes like ticket, bro.
The Chargers needed 6 points in the second half against the Jacksonville Jaguars to win that game. And Justin Herbert had 2 impressive drives where they would put points on the board, bro. They had one drive where they set up 3 points, and they had
he's not even in the playoffs.
Where the field goal kicker missed the field goal kick. If the field goal kicker would have missed that, kick, they would have won that fucking game, bro.
Bama, please.
Hey, Bama, like how do we get on this subject, dog? Because I don't talk about
Mookie to the game, 2 games that played. So the game before that, and this is why I wanted my boy Cowboy to come on, because I ain't go. Ever since meeting him, bro, you've kind of changed me about the Cowboys. I don't know if y'all know this. I was a former Cowboy. I just had it was an abusive husband. Jerry Jones is my abusive husband.
abusive. What the hell?
I had sense enough to leave that relationship. You know what I'm saying?
So they changed your mind, Bama. They changed your mind.
A lot of my Alabama boys started coming in the league, and Miami got my 2 favorite ones. You feel me? So,
random. Here you go.
I like Tua. I like Jalen Waddle, who also had a big game today. You know what I'm saying? Without Tyreek Hill, you know. But yeah, that's how it goes. But I want to talk about this because I don't know, man. I feel like for them to beat the Eagles in the fashion the way they beat the Eagles, and I felt like they had that snowball momentum going. I feel like this was a good test because the Bills was a team that's on the outside looking in, and they like 1 loss away from missing the playoffs. So you finna see like what it is to play a real playoff team because they finna come in fighting and clawing for their life. You see what I'm saying? I felt like if the Cowboys at least could have made this a lot more respectable, I would feel more confident going into the playoffs with them. But the fact that they just let them blow them out like that, and I don't know what it is. Luke Cook thought he was his big brother today. Like, I don't know.
Random, I'm getting this first. I got to get this shit off, man.
Go ahead.
Get it off, man. Get it off. Get it off.
Cowboys beat. Go ahead, get it off. I just want to go next.
Talk to me, Cowboys. Talk to me, Cowboys.
If you told me before the game that they committed 5 penalties and that Josh Allen only threw for 94 yards, I'd be like, oh, we're winning this game by 30 points. Yet they ran the football for 226 yards on you. They like, what are we doing? We're gonna keep rolling out 6-man boxes with box safeties in there, not even true Mike linebackers or anything like that. Offensive linemen get out to the second level, get a hand on these guys on the second level, and they're completely washed out of the play. We don't want to run 7 or 8 man boxes, even though they're running every single play. They're not even running play actions. They're just like, yo, James Cook, here's the football. Go make something happen all day. Look, this is the Cowboys going into this game. There were people who believed in this football team. They were like, this year's different. I started to believe that this year was different. I'm like, damn, stop shaking your head. I'm pissed off. I'm being honest about my football team right now. There were people.
But Cowboy, you being a little bit.
No, shut up. Mookie,
man, let him talk. Let him get it off. Let him get this off. Look,
I was like, I feel good about this. Going into Buffalo, I think we can win this game. I think they were the better team going into this game. And Buffalo beat them up on both sides of the line of scrimmage. That offensive line couldn't protect for anything that game. Doc missed some throws tonight, no doubt about it. And yes, the offensive line was bad, but I got to hold him accountable because he had that ball to Cooks on like the third play of the game or something. He was open. He should have hit him down there. There was another play where it was like a third or a second down or something like that. He decides to throw a check down to Pollard. He had Cooks open on a hitch on the other side of the field. There were just so many missed opportunities, bad penalties. Like, yo, on a punt block, Bama, you played more football than I did. On a punt block, are you supposed to jump in the air to go block a punt? Are you supposed to
you're supposed to run through the
You're supposed to run through.
Hands up.
It was jumping in the air.
Hands up.
They teach you not to jump in the air. They teach you not to jump in the air.
It's an automatic penalty every time you jump.
Yep.
Automatic penalty.
In the air. And they ended up scoring on that drive. And then it was bro, oh man. Look, I still think they're a good football team because overall they have shown me that over the course of this season. I think we could all agree they're a good football team. Really good. My thing is this. On the road, they're not the same team as they are at home. Not the same team. And I kind of knew this going into the game. This was the affirmation I needed. Bro, I was down so bad after this game. I saw this chick named Ashley on Twitter. Man, I didn't even slide into the D. I was like, man, I'm down so bad because our run defense got ran through like a chick named Ashley, bro. I'm just being 100% honest with you here.
I'm after you, Randall. I'm after you. Go ahead, Randall.
Man.
The toughest part about watching that game is that I wasn't surprised. We've all seen the Cowboys kind of do this for the better part of 20 years, right? And mind you, a Cowboy can tell you the teams you guys were beating up before that was the Giants, like some of the worst teams in the league. Like
yeah,
Giants,
but we're not going to discredit that Eagles.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. But obviously, you handled your business.
Y'all didn't beat nobody.
The worst part, Cowboy, is the Bills were able to showcase a facet of their game that we've been asking them for. Instead of, I don't know, saying that Josh Allen has to carry the entire city of Buffalo on his back to score touchdowns. They were physical. They did not. It's like y'all could have played that game in Africa, on the moon, in Jupiter. James Cook was going to score 4 times. They just smacked y'all in the face, and it felt like there was nothing the Cowboys could do about it. And I was shocked. I was shocked to just watch the Bills run the ball down your throat like that. And I'm not surprised because right now, until further notice, I need to see Dak win that big game. Whether obviously right now it's easy to say that because in the playoffs, whether he gets a division, I need to see him win that. Hold on, please, Mookie.
Yeah, that was a big game. We can't. We're not going to do that.
You can't lose that game. It's very rare. Like I call those games measuring stick games. I understand that you run to the playoffs, and right now you're trying to be as close to what your team identity is as possible. And the Bills will be deciding a lot of teams, especially NFC's futures, because their schedule is crazy. But how are you supposed to after that game go and tell your fans, hey, we'll be okay after that kind of game?
Just
That was
like
ugly.
just like
They clicked the playoff spot.
got blown out by
So-
the 49ers.
Cowboys. If that was a boxing match, like you got your ass kicked. You got your ass
You
kicked.
don't got to tell me.
Like,
Hey, Randall.
Brandon, you say you're not surprised, so you really not surprised that James Cook went for all?
no, I'm not surprised the Cowboys dropped a ball like this. Dropped the ball. Like
Yeah, no more
I
there. Like,
was told.
Bama. I did say
Hey.
I was shocked the Bills were able to run the ball like that because that's the one thing we've always asked of the Bills. You need to be able to give James Cook the ball more. Now, James Cook has been playing well the last few weeks, and this feels like a complete cementing. Like y'all need to give me the ball more because he's just whenever he has a ball in his hand, he's a menace. He's a menace for the ball.
Hey, Randall, you know what this game was, though? This game was a team that came with the Buffalo Bills who had a sense of urgency. Hey, we got to win this game. We keep our player hopes alive. We can't mess up. And we got a team in the Cowboys who came in playing flat. You saw it on the field. You saw Joe Brady came with an amazing game plan. He said, hey, we're going to run the football. We're going to keep try to keep less pressure off Josh Allen, which they did. And you saw James Cook getting 4 tubs. So, I mean, and like, I'm not looking at this. Like, when we'll come to your Cowboys, Cowboy. This is what I love about your Cowboys. Y'all getting this amazing high. Y'all beat the team that everybody say y'all couldn't beat. Y'all beat the Eagles. Everybody's loving you. ESPN, FS1, everybody showing Dak so much love. Then as soon as y'all play a test, like the Bills or whatever, Dak always show you who Dak is.
The Eagles
Cowboys. No, I said I didn't know. I give you credit for beating Eagles. I didn't say that. I give you credit for beating Eagles, a good team. I'm just saying when it comes down when we expect you to beat the team you're supposed to beat, like the Bills.
To be honest,
Do this.
I'm gonna say this
That
about
should
the
have been the
Cowboys.
game of the weekend, Cowboy. That should have been the
I'm
game
gonna
of the
I'm
weekend.
gonna say this about the Cowboys.
Yeah.
The Cowboys has always been a defense that I look at is like, is they really, really elite? Like, you understand they got some talent on that end, but I look at the team as if you have a good offensive game plan, the defense is not. That defense can be neutralized, bro. And we saw today that the Bills had a great offensive game plan, which they ran the football as well, right? Took the pressure off of Josh Allen, bro, and they just was picking up extra change with, Dalvin Cook in the running attack for the Bills, bro. And I always been on the Cowboys, and we looking at terms of like, is that defense really elite run stopping defense, bro? And I don't know, you know what I'm saying? And
Hold up, I do want to apply a bit of context there, though. Jonathan Hankins, and I'm not trying to make an excuse. They still would have had success running the football, but Jonathan Hankins has been huge for that defense, and he wasn't playing today, and that was big. I mean, he's their nose tackle, and when you're talking about run defense, a nose tackle is very important in that equation. So I do want to add a little bit of context to that.
I want to ask you this. I guess Solo Wayne. I'm not going to.
Mookie's saying excuse. This guy makes every excuse in the book.
Don't indulge him. Don't indulge him. Don't indulge him, Cowboy. All right. So I guess my biggest thing.
Hey, I wasn't done with my point.
It always feels like teams can always
hold on, bro. I wasn't done with my point.
No. Mookie,
Cowboy just cut me off. I wasn't done with my point, bro.
He wasn't done with his goddamn point.
Bro, I was not done with my monologue, bro. Right now, nigga. This ain't Bama. This ain't random choice, nigga.
Mookie, I got a question for you, Mookie. I got a question for you. So why don't you think they're elite? Why you don't think Dallas defense is elite?
They're not elite. They're not elite. He's right about that.
Yeah,
by the numbers,
against the Dallas defense, bro, they're not elite. That guy Bland, that guy.
No.
Huh?
Today we're gonna go after Bland.
Bland was not the problem today.
He was not the problem today.
Not the problem today,
bro.
They threw for 94 yards.
Hold on. Hear what I'm saying.
Like 40 of them were from the running back.
So what did the Seahawks do against Bland?
Okay, so you're bringing up one game.
If this is the thing about Bland, he's a liability, bro. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. If he goes against a cornerback that is,
let's hear your observation about Daron Bland.
If he goes against a wide receiver that is speedy, that can make shortcut angles as well, bro.
He does the best against them. He does the best. You're wrong.
No, he does not.
No, bro. I watch every one of his
all right.
games in the all 22 view.
Who is Bland? Let me ask you something. Who is Bland
He
guard?
struggles with
Name-
bigger receivers.
Hold on.
That's why DK was able to be so
Yeah,
He
DK
struggles
was,
with
yeah.
bigger
Name me a wide
physical
receiver. Name me a wide
receivers.
receiver who Bland locked up. That was great.
I'm trying to. I'd have to go through all the games, but I mean,
Yeah,
up to that. Hold up. We're not going to do that because up to that point,
Cowboy.
Come
just
on,
don't
Cowboy.
indulge him.
Come
Cowboy,
on, bro. Stop it, bro.
Mookie,
don't
up to
indulge
that point against Seattle, he let up like 205 yards over the air.
Because hold on, because he was guarding the weakest offense. He was guarding the weakest wide receivers on the offensive end, bro. So they're not going to target him as much, bro. When he's guarding the top tier wide
And
receivers,
why does he have?
get
Why does
his
he have
ass
like
cooked.
7 picks?
He get that ass cooked, bro.
Why does he have 7?
You
picks?
know it, and I know,
Hold up.
He has legitimately 8 picks. He's getting targeted. What are we talking about,
bro. I'm telling you, he's guarding the weakest offense. He's guarding the wide receivers.
Targeting him. He doesn't have.
Threes,
what do you think? He just
so
looked in the 8
he
picks.
guarded the star wide receiver, bro, he getting his ass cooked night in and night out, bro.
So,
but he's still getting picks though and pass breakers though. It's not like he's like the worst corner. I mean, they're targeting because of course they're going to put step on Gilmore side.
He's acting like he's another Trayvon Diggs when he had his major season with turnovers when he's not.
And can we do this? Can we stop doing this?
That.
Hold up. Can we stop doing this though? Everyone's like, oh, they're taking him off the number 1 wide receivers. Bro, they got Stephon Gilmore on that side.
Exactly. Like I don't understand the issue.
Like that.
Yeah,
Stephon Gilmore is out of his
Bland. I've seen that shit,
and he's still really good.
Firsthand.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They had to put Stephon Gilmore on him
because he's a really good quarterback.
He's the best corner.
Stephon Gilmore was a starter. He was starting on the opposite side of Trayvon.
Stop crying.
No, come on, Mookie. Elite corners get cooked too. It's not like
he
gets
cooked routinely, bro. Gets
no, he doesn't.
No, he does not.
He is not a good. He's not a good coverage.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
So my point is this about Dallas.
My point is to sit up there and say.
Hold on. My point is to sit there and say, right, Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys, to me, they're not this team that I take serious, bro. They're not on the 49ers level, bro, and it's neck between them and the Eagles, bro. So, the Cowboy is going to Cowboy, and I don't believe that team can translate in the playoffs. And y'all told me that Mike McCarthy is better than Kellen Moore, but this team could barely put up 20 points.
He's feeling good because the Saints finally beat the Saints beat a really bad Giants team, but he's feeling himself.
And that's the same Giants team that you said they're going to beat the Saints. Shut up.
Look, man, you got the Giants. Look at them.
Hey, I got a question. How do y'all feel about Joe Brady being the offensive coordinator, being the offensive play caller? You think he's a huge upgrade?
I think what Joe Brady does well is I think he's finally just like, you know what, Josh, just we're not going to put everything on you. That's the biggest part. I don't think who's their previous coordinator?
Ken Dorsey.
I don't think Ken Dorsey would have committed to running the ball like they did tonight.
No, he wouldn't have, and he wouldn't have been that patient with James Cook through the game either.
Mm-hmm. It's sometimes. Sorry, real quick, Cowboy, because I wanted to ask you this before Mookie jumped in. It feels like the main way to attack the Cowboys defense is running at them. Is that really that big of a? Because I know a lot of people say why hasn't Micah Parsons' run like coverage or run defense improved? Well, I would argue it's improved. Just like y'all looking for some market improvement, like he is as a pass rusher, and I don't think that's not something you'll clearly see a lot. So why is that the way to attack the Cowboys defense, is just by running right at them?
Yeah, I think more so. I would say if teams can get out to the second level and get hands on their guys at the second level, because they don't necessarily have a Mike linebacker. Their linebackers are box safety, weak side linebackers. Like Marquise Bell is one of their linebackers, and he weighs 205 pounds. So teams are making an attempt. Yeah,
that is a nickel corner.
Exactly.
Yeah, basically.
They're making an attempt to get out to the second level and get hands on those guys because, I mean, if they don't, they can fly around and make plays. But no, if you're going to beat the Cowboys, it's establishing a run. And more so, it's not necessarily in the interior because when Hankins is playing, like that guy is an incredible nose tackle. It's getting it's running, it's kind of like the Eagles per se, right? It's hard to run on the interior with them because they have, Jordan Davis up there. But if you can attack the edges
outside.
and get out to the second level, maybe do like a duo block on Jonathan Hankins and attack that way, then it's a problem for the Cowboys, no doubt about it. And just the defense overall, my thing is with Dan Quinn, the Cowboys are a very talented defense, like no doubt about it. They have a bunch of talent on that defense. They should not be letting up 30 plus points per game against, the Seahawks, the Eagles, like all those elite offenses in the league. They shouldn't be letting up that many points with the type of talent that they have on their team, even without a Trayvon Diggs.
So what can they do now? I thought maybe they should have went after a Shaq Leonard instead of letting him somehow get to the Eagles. But
They tried.
But
They tried to get him.
Whatever the Eagles got, I don't know how they cook in the books to get all these players, but I thought he would have been a really big addition to your defense. Maybe you can move some stuff around. Plus, it gives you the ability to take that nickel linebacker off and actually make him a nickel corner.
Yeah, no, for real.
So obviously
that's why they put him there. Marquise Bell plays safety.
Bama and Cowboy. When you look at your next 3 games, obviously you got the Bills now. Then I think you have the Dolphins next.
The
Dolphins are hot, and Mike McDaniel has shown he can commit to the run when he needs to. And then after that, is it the Eagles? Who do you have? It's a tough 3 games.
Commanders.
The Lions. Is it the Commanders or is it the Lions?
Yeah, so it goes Dolphins, Lions, Commanders.
Ooh, that's a tough 3 games.
Hey, Cowboys, do you worry about Mike McCarthy's play calling when y'all play away? Because his play calling for the home is like night and day. It's like on the offense. I noticed that like when y'all home, y'all play sharp. Offense is clicking. You do a lot of motion. It was like when y'all away, I see less motion. I see less adjustments. It's like he's just looking at his play sheet and that's it. Like,
well, most teams play better at home than on the road, except for the Chargers, because every game's a road game.
Oh yeah, every game is
so
except the 2015 Cowboys, we actually was undefeated on the road. But
now it's back to Bevel. It's we.
No, that's what do you want him to do?
That's when it was we right there. That's when it was we back then.
It was we.
Bam, you want to know what's hilarious? We can't lose at home and we can't get a home playoff game. Back then we couldn't lose on the road and we got home playoff games. It was annoying, man. There's something to be said about it. Like they're not even in the same class as what they are at home. Like you're right. Like teams are better at home. It's a night and day difference from where the Cowboys are at home and on the road. I mean, look, I think that, because a lot of their offense has to do with communication pre-snap with Dak, a lot of that is harder to do on the road. And, I'm starting to look at it more and like, look, say what you want about Dak. We do got to give him his credit because he does a lot for that offense when it comes to commanding that offense. And that's a big part of it. Just what he does communicating to the rest of his offense. And it's harder to do that on the road than it is at home. And you got to look at Mike McCarthy from that standpoint and raise an eyebrow because they've given you enough evidence. They're 3-4 on the road and they're 7-0 at home.
Yeah, 7-0 at home.
And that's why you want to know what?
Such a big loss, Cowboy. That was such a big loss in terms of seeding also.
What seed they are now? What they third seed now with that loss? They third seed in the NFC?
Tied with the Lions, so I think they might give the Lions the head-to-head. The Cowboys head-to-head record because they might have a better conference record than the Lions.
Mm-hmm. I think they'll beat the Lions due to the fact that they are playing them at AT&T Stadium. They're just a completely different team.
They're a better team than the Lions.
So here's the thing, right? I think I'm not 100% sure if this is correct. I think somebody was tweeting it out on Twitter. It was somebody that he keeps up with these type of things. So the the Cowboys going 1-1 against the AFC opponents on their schedule would be fine if the Eagles lose any one of these next 4 games. I think that was the scenario, if I'm not mistaken, because then it would go all the way down to the 5th tiebreaker, which would be strength of victory, so point differential,
All that other stuff.
which would give it to the Cowboys. So, in reality, like, this game isn't as costly as people may think. You just got to hope that the Eagles lose tomorrow if you're a Cowboys fan, because look, I mean, a home playoff game in Dallas, I mean, the only team I would pick over them is San Fran in Dallas.
I mean, the crazy part is obviously you're 10-4 now, right? That's the record, 10-4.
Yeah, yep, 10-4.
So you have to hope, in order to get the number 1 seed, you have to hope that San Francisco somehow loses 2 games in the last 4.
Who their last game?
It's not happening. It's not happening. They're not getting the 1 seed.
The San Francisco, the way their game travels very well, and I know.
Yeah.
I'll say this. I know some people, and I know Early's going to come on tomorrow, and he's going to go off about Brock Purdy because he's been playing.
You already know.
Very well, but their game is good enough to travel wherever they go.
100%.
Yeah.
So,
no, I mean, look, I don't think it's crazy to say that the San Francisco 49ers are the favorite, and
I think they might be the best team in football. If I'm being honest.
No, yeah, I don't.
Oh yeah. That's not a conversation.
So I was looking at some of these names that Daron playing was matched up against. So he played against Deebo Samuel week 5, 0 receptions allowed for 0 yards allowed. Devontae Smith last week, 2 receptions, 8 yards allowed. Devontae Smith, he played him in week 9, 3 targets, 44 yards. And then McLaurin and Lockett went crazy on him. That was the primary cover guy. So, like, overall, look, I said that Daron Bland after the pick six record was probably going to be an all-pro due to the fact that, I mean, like, when you break history with a stat like that, voters are going to respect that. Voters are going to respect that. So, like, I think he'll be an all-pro. Is he like it? You know what I mean? Like, just because you win an all-pro, like,
are you putting him in? Are you putting him in the same?
Yeah.
It's like
a Stephon. No.
You're not putting him in that.
And you want to know what's crazy? They're in the situation where if they keep Stephon Gilmore next year, he's going to be the 3rd best corner on their team. Now, granted, Stephon Gilmore might take a step back next year, but I mean, man, Gilly's been lights out, man. He's been incredible for the Cowboys this season.
Hey, Bama. Hey, man, can we talk about the Chiefs? I got something to get off my chest about Kadarius Toney, man.
Oh my God!
Man, listen, was able to win that game, but hey,
Bama, can I just address something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yo, Brandon Katz, where were you this week? You were talking all crazy on Cowboys Nation last Tuesday. Brandon Katz came up in Cowboys Nation talking crazy.
What was he saying?
He was saying
pull
like
up to open. He did pull up the gridiron for a little bit and say, "Never mind. We don't need to go into that because I'm."
Man, look here, dude. Can y'all please stop putting him on, bro? Like, I swear, his takes, bro, has just been like really outlandish, bro. Like,
it's terrible,
bro. Trent, look, I felt bad for Trent. But Trey, because I was like, Trey was really telling him, bro, we're talking about film study in the room, and this dude kept bringing up Raheem Mostert's stats. I was like, bro, he had to ride the short bus. Bro, he had to roll the short bus going up, bro. He had to.
No, because the crazy part is, I was like, that's like him saying Ayuk's a better receiver than Tyreek Hill because he has a bigger yards per catch average.
Exactly, like
it's just
so Brandon was like, oh, the Eagles' offense is going to be much different in the playoffs because Jalen Hurts is going to use his legs. And I'm like, well,
he doesn't count.
And at the moment, Hurts sick. Like,
hey, Jalen Hurts used his legs last week against the Cowboys, and they didn't score a single touchdown, Brandon Katz. So I got to see you, my friend.
Apparently he's backstage.
He's backstage.
Oh man. Oh yeah.
Oh, BRK.
Yo, what's up, Brandon? You go.
Oh my God!
It's not Brandon Katz. It can't be Brandon Katz.
It is.
Yeah. A couple things here. First of all, you're lying about your boy Bland. Okay. First of all, Lockett cooked him against Seattle, and Diggs is not a big receiver. What happened with Bland was Seattle showed on tape that Bland can't cover anyone. No. Seattle, you're not listening. Seattle put on tape that Bland can't cover. And so since that game, that your team is putting 33-year-old Gilmore on fucking number one receivers because Bland has been such trash in coverage. Even though Gilmore's been hurt half the year, they're not even putting Bland on number one receivers. He's trash. The other thing is Andrew in the corner. The reason Dallas's offense is trash on the road is because Dak is garbage when the O-line doesn't protect, and your O-line doesn't hold up on the road either. Dallas is not a contender. They're not winning shit.
Any quarterback is garbage when their offensive line can't protect.
No, that's not true. No. First of all, Justin Herbert's had one of the best years in the NFL with no O-line. Mahomes' O-line has struggled all year, and Allen's O-line isn't that good either. You're cooked.
Then what's Justin Herbert's record then, since you said that logic? What's his record?
I'm talking about Justin Herbert's.
Whoa! And you still not be able to win games.
Okay. Well, okay. Justin Herbert doesn't play defense, dummy. Herbert as an individual has been a top. Herbert as an individual has been top 5, and the Chargers offense is top 5 too. The argument that it's Herbert's fault that the Chargers defense gives up 40 is one of the dumbest takes I've ever heard.
No, we're not doing that. Okay. First of all, your Bland point. You said Seattle showed the league they can't cover. The craziest part is that game was last week. That's what he's making it seem like that game happened in week 5. Okay. The craziest part is Buffalo didn't need to attack Bland because it was having enough.
They ran the ball.
They didn't care.
It doesn't matter that it was last week. They didn't even put Bland on A.J. Brown in the Philly game. So Dallas knows Bland isn't that good anyways. Bland was not covering A.J. Wait, stop talking. I'll educate you. Bland was not even covering A.J. Brown, you clown. And in the Seattle game, it doesn't. You missed the point.
What did AJ?
You missed the point. The point is in the Seattle game. The Seattle game, they put tape, and it wasn't just Metcalf. Lockett was cooking Bland too, and Lockett's an undersized receiver. The Seattle game put tape out on how you expose Bland, and once you have tape on how to expose a player, it doesn't matter if it's one game. Bland got exposed.
The tape was when you got a 6'3" guy who runs a 4.4 or 4.3.
No, Lockett cooked him too, you dummy.
That's how Lockett didn't do it. Oh.
Yes, he did. And he wasn't even guarding Stephon Diggs. This guy's so dumb. The other thing is, he wasn't even covering Stephon Diggs because he can't cover number one receiver. Bland is not a good cornerback. Your take is horrible.
I got him, bro.
Please get him. Please get him.
Was it a bad idea?
He wasn't even covering Diggs, and Diggs is not a big receiver, you clown.
Brandon, I have a question for you.
What?
Was it the wrong decision to put Stephon Gilmore on A.J. Brown?
No, that has nothing to do with anything. That has nothing to do with anything. No, first of all, you didn't single cover AJ Brown. You doubled him all game. You don't even understand your defensive coverage. You're an idiot. And the Eagles went up and down. The Philadelphia Eagles went up and down. Philadelphia Eagles went up and down the field on Dallas all game. The issue in the Dallas game was Philly was fumbling in the red zone. The Eagles went up and down the field on Dallas all game, and the Eagles went up and down the field on Dallas all game. The issue was turnovers in the red zone, and the officials bailed us out in the first half. But again, you double teamed AJ Brown. You don't even understand your team's defensive coverages. And again, Philly went up and down the field. Philly went up and down the field on Dallas all game.
I got him. Hey,
please get him, please.
Brandon,
Philly had no problem moving the ball on Dallas. The issue was turnovers in the red zone.
Brandon, please, just
Brandon, you do know that Dallas runs like the most single high safety in the league, right?
Yeah, they didn't on AJ Brown. You can look at the tape. That's why the Eagles didn't target AJ Brown that much. But again, your point is dumb because the Eagles went up and down the field on Dallas all game. They just kept fumbling in the red zone, and they had some untimely penalties. Your team is not a contender. Your offensive line is trash on the road. Your offense doesn't even work. The only way Dallas can win is when Dak is great, and Dak's trash in the playoffs every year. Dak's been trash in the playoffs every single year. Wait, I have a question, Cowboys beat. Can you point to 1 year where Dak's been good in the playoffs? 1 year in his whole career?
You're talking like
Seattle.
consistently good.
Yeah, 1 year.
Seattle and the Los Angeles
And,
Rams game.
and Green Bay.
No, he was not
Green
good
Bay
in the
rookie year.
Rams game. He was not good at all in that Rams game.
Hold up, Brandon. So please tell me why, if he wasn't good in that game, you talk about the offensive line. He can't play well if his offensive line's not protecting him. That defensive line was Sue and Donald were in the backfield all damn game on him, and he was still at least efficient enough to win the game. The problem is
No, he wasn't good enough to win the game. And Jared Goff's a trash quarterback too.
I was talking. The reason why they lost that game is because they let up 270 yards on the ground that game. Cooked.
No, Dak was not that good. And here's the problem. No. The reason Dallas is trash on the road is because when Dallas's offensive line doesn't give Dak unlimited time to throw, he's complete trash. The Bills dominated your O-line, the 49ers dominated your O-line. When Dak doesn't have 4 to 5 seconds to throw, his reads are trash. He can't complete passes. Your offense. The other thing is, if you look at Dak's numbers when he doesn't throw to CeeDee Lamb, he's garbage. Dak is only efficient throwing to CeeDee Lamb. He's not efficient throwing to Cooks, Gallup, or Ferguson. Lamb is almost 60% of Dak's targets. Dak is living off CeeDee Lamb the whole fucking season. When he's not throwing to Lamb, his efficiency numbers drop through the fucking floor. Dak is not a top 8 quarterback, and you will never win a Super Bowl with Dak. He's been trashed in the playoffs every year.
Throwing the ball to Jake Ferguson.
He doesn't look at Ferguson's numbers are not impressive at all.
Hey, Brandon, you say well,
60% of Dak's targets most games are to CeeDee Lamb. Brandon Cooks isn't even part of your offense.
Brandon, because you say, oh, well, when the offensive line's not playing good, Dak doesn't play good. Explain the Philly game in Philly.
I thought the offensive line played well in that game.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did. That's not true at all.
They let up 4 sacks.
4, yeah, but how many? Okay, that's a casual dumb take because Dak threw the ball. Dak threw the ball an enormous amount of times, and he also held it. No, Dallas's offensive line was fine in the Philly game. Part of Philly's issue. No, stop talking. Part of Philly's issue, the reason the Eagles' pass defense is at the bottom of the league is they haven't had a consistent pass rush. They've definitely missed Hargraves this year. But Philly's pass defense is at the bottom of the league, and Philly's pass rush has not been consistent. So if you're citing Dak's passing numbers against Philadelphia, you're cooking yourself. Dak's been trash against every good defense he's played this year. He was trash against San Francisco, and he was trash against Buffalo too. The other thing is Buffalo didn't even have Tre'Davious White, Milano, or Micah Hyde. Buffalo was down 3 of their best defensive players, and your boys still look like a fucking JUCO player.
Hey, why'd they let up 19 pressures that game if the offensive line played good?
Because you're not looking at. First of all, Dallas could not run the ball in Philadelphia, so they were throwing the ball an enormous amount of times all game. But Dak's holding the ball most of the game as well. Anyways, Dallas's offensive line held up fine in the Philly game. The problem is Dallas's offensive line hasn't held up on the road most of the year. They were fine in the Philly game, though. Again, though, Philly's pass defense is at the bottom of the league.
This man does not like facts.
No, you don't like facts. Dak's been trashed in the playoffs every year. That's a fact.
Hold on, real quick, Cowboys. Hold on, Brandon. What do you mean by trash?
Let Hellfire go after this.
Yeah, what do you mean by trash?
I'm saying, So what I'm saying is that if you're looking at Dak in the regular season, Dallas had the number 1 offense in the NFL several years ago, and Dak still did nothing in the playoffs. If you're looking at Dak's regular season compared to his playoff performances, the drop-off is much more significant than most quarterbacks. Dak has never had a single season where he's been good from start to finish. The reason Dallas let Kellen Moore go is because of how bad the offense was in the playoffs most years. That's why they let Kellen Moore go.
Most quarterbacks when they go to playoffs.
No, his drop's much more significant.
Brandon, shut up, man. Let him talk.
No, you shut up. Your take's dumb. And your take on Bland was completely incorrect, too. Right now, Bland can't cover anyone.
I'm looking at Dak's numbers right now, okay?
Mm-hmm.
He's mid. He's just mid. 250.
Right, but in the regular In the regular season, Dallas has had the number one offense in the NFL. So if he's mid when you have the number one offense in the regular season, that's a huge drop off.
We could probably say that about a Tom Brady. Ron, we could probably say that about a Joe.
Hey, Bama, can we move on, man?
No, Tom Brady's always elevated in the playoffs.
He's not.
Yes, he has.
Go ahead and say what you.
Tom Brady in his prime elevated in the.
Bro, let him talk.
Brady was always elevated shit. 2009, even with Brady playing in that wild card game, Brady did not elevate that team at all. That
You telling me 2018?
Oh, okay, wait. So you're so Tom Brady played until last year, and you fucking clown. You had to go back to 2009 to point out when Tom Brady didn't elevate. You just cooked yourself. Tom Brady elevates every year in the playoffs. The other wait, stop talking. If you look at the Patriots record in September and November, it's not that good. Tom Brady elevates in December and he plays his best in January. You're a fucking clown. You had to go back to 2009 to find a year where Brady struggled in the playoffs. That was almost 13 years ago.
2018,
just stop talking. You just cooked yourself. You completely cooked yourself.
Doesn't mean you're right, man. Just because you say stop talking,
Hellfire.
doesn't mean you're right, bro.
Give him 2018.
I mean, he had to go back to 2009 to find a year Brady didn't elevate in the playoffs. That's the dumbest take I've ever heard.
Well, there's other examples too, Pat. That was the first one that popped up.
Okay, so give me one.
2018.
Yeah, 2018 is another one. COVID year was another one. Early 2000s.
Okay. So wait.
The first 3 out of 4, there were multiple performances where Brady didn't play well. He had a Super Bowl run where he only had 1 touchdown pass throughout the entire playoffs.
Okay, so you're citing 4 years. You're citing 4 years in a 22-year career. You just cooked yourself. Now shut the fuck up.
I gotta go.
So you're citing 4 years in a 22-year career. I mean, you got to be fucking kidding me. You're actually citing. You're arguing because a quarterback had 4 down years in the playoffs. In a 22-year career, he doesn't elevate in the playoffs. That's the dumbest take I've ever heard.
Brandon, that's not what we're saying. We just give you 4 years off the top of our head. Now I'm on Pro Football Reference looking up Brady's freaking postseason stats.
Damn it.
Jesus, just let
Brady's elevated in the playoffs. Look, any quarterback who plays 20 years is going to have some bad years in the playoffs. But Brady is elevated in the playoffs almost every year. Brady's always elevated his game in the playoffs.
But let Hellfire talk, man.
Always, that's the point we're trying to make. It's not always.
No. What I'm saying, first of all, no. Your take is horrible. What I said is that when I say always,
next Patriots. Chiefs.
If you mute my mic like a little bitch, I'm just gonna leave. But Tom Brady's.
Bye. Like, bro, who you calling them? Like, come on, bro. Call out their names, bro. That's not cool, bro. Like.
Crazy.
What you about to say, Bama?
Level behavior right there. That is goofy level behavior.
Shit off, bro. Nigga ain't probably ever played little league football, but you just know everything about football, bro.
And there's been times where we're in trouble. Like,
bro, he was saying dumb shit. I couldn't take it, bro. I couldn't take it, man.
Like, I was about to be like, in 05, he wasn't good.
Nobody is pussies, bro. This is just not your show, bro. I'm not gonna sit up here and let you talk like that fucking nerd from Dexter's Laboratory all day, nigga. Like, nobody want to hear that evil, gay-ass.
Hey, Bama.
Like, what is you
hey, Bama.
About?
The only football play he knows is Spider 2 Wild Banana. That's the only play he probably knows.
Because Gruden had that one TV show. You go in the bathroom, jack off in your favorite sock, then you come back and watch John Gruden talk about Spider 2 Wild Banana.
You know all the
ins and outs of football. Bro, you would the first day of conditioning, bro. You don't realize it's conditioning before you get your pads, Brandon Katz. You would have threw up in that day, and you would have moved to the back of the line doing Oklahomas. Don't get up here calling me a bitch, because I'm the last one to call a bitch. All of your takes was horrible. All of your takes
trash.
You get over here and talk
Brandon
to
Katz,
ESPN analyst on financial aid. Matter of fact, on WIC, you was a fake Miles Kellerman, fake Skip. Bro, you was all of
that. He made Skip Bayless like a genius. He made Skip Bayless taste look gold, bro. Like, I'm not gonna
Don't let nobody else talk. That's not even a debate. You just trying to dictate the whole. You just trying to control the whole argument and try to convince people in the chat to agree with you without letting nobody. That's not even a debate. A real debate. A clock is started. Once you start the clock, you got that set amount of time to prove your facts, to present every evidence you had, and then they let the next person talk and present their facts. But
the fact Bama's breaking down what debate is crazy.
Everybody off. Everybody. Hellfire went random. The nigga that cut everybody else off the most, you was cutting him off. Random cutting him off the most.
Work on that.
And how can you cut off the person that's master cutting everybody off? You was full of shit. And you sit here calling me a bitch with horrible takes where you just sound like you and Mookie both spooning each other, bro. Like you're not even up here being yourself. You're on the internet where we could be anybody else, anybody in the world we want to be on the internet, bro. And you chose to be another
Hey,
literally,
Bama.
bro, you can't make this up, bro. Like you can
Bama, I got something to say, man.
girl,
Hey, he probably doesn't know what a run fit is.
You can even be
God.
somebody that actually play football.
Hey, Cowboy. He tried to debate you about your Cowboys defense, and we all they run man single like what 80% of the defense.
Everybody in the chat saying the same
He
thing.
don't know he doesn't know what single high coverage is though.
He really don't. Like he couldn't. Hey, listen, he couldn't debate when I said Stephon Gilmore made him fumble. That was double coverage. Oh, that because he was playing man. Like he couldn't even answer that fucking question, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, no, like I can't. How you gonna argue with a guy who's literally a diehard Cowboy fan, who's literally a diehard Cowboy fan, watches their team day in and day out? You gonna tell this man what defense they run?
I literally I get paid to cover the team.
And like I said, I've been a Patriots fan since '98, since before Brady came into town, since before Belichick was coach. Like, I know, even though I have Brady as my GOAT for quarterbacks all time, I know that he's not always elevated himself or the team in the playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I'm like, you as a Patriots fan, that makes it even more worse. He's trying to tell you about your team, and you a Patriots fan.
I'm literally watching. I'm literally looking at the Tom Brady stats in the playoffs, and I'm like,
but he has struggled.
Since we're talking about
he's playing the best teams.
Can we talk about that Chiefs-Patriots game? No, you good, bro. Talk about that Chiefs-Patriots game.
Oh man, listen here. Kadarius Toney, I don't know what you got on the head coach and the GM. You should be cut. Get him off their team, bro. You giving Pat Mahomes a meltdown. You're literally giving Pat Mahomes a literal meltdown on the sideline. The man like he was about to cry.
Pat Mahomes giving himself a meltdown because if Pat Mahomes would have watched Player's Choice on Press Box like last week, me and Random told him what he had to do. Hellfire can admit to this. Once Brady established himself as a guy who can elevate the team and help the team get past levels that they feel like they couldn't get past without him, he started holding the whole team to his standard. Once he got to that point to where he can elevate everybody, he held everybody to that standard. So year 5, Patrick Mahomes, 2 MVP, 2 Super Bowl appearances, multiple conference appearances. Bro, I feel like we get it, Pat. You want to be light. We get it. Your wife is annoying, so you don't want to add to that, you know what I'm saying, that fire of people hating you. But, bro, this is your fucking job, and these guys just look like they have no – Kadarius Toney, you would think after last week, he would just – bro, because I had shitty games before. Random, you and played ball. We ain't had shitty games. Bro, I'm so locked in the whole next week, bro. Like, I'm beyond locked in, bro.
In practice.
Bro, everything, bro.
No, it's supposed to be locked in, Bama, but look at to keep on having drop after crucial picks, man. Like,
just I don't even care about it, bro. It's just I just feel like that's a part of up here, though. I don't even care about that. I still feel like he just still up here. It's just not clicking. And I feel like this. I feel like everybody, because them boys watch media too. I feel like at this point, bro, everybody on that team, especially them receivers, they just feel like, oh, as long as Pat and Kelsey out there, we good. That's how they play. If you look at, because I feel like, because the announcer says some real shit, they looking for a receiver to like not just step up, but like actually like really like elevate and really like be a part of the offense. Like Tyreek Hill was a part of the offense. He
Yeah.
wasn't just
Yeah.
dependent on Mahomes.
Dependent on
He really was out there. Like they both made
making plays.
You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? These guys is literally like just chilling, bro. Like Mahomes gonna get it to me. I ain't even gotta get no separation. He gonna get it to me. And Kadarius Toney, at this point, he like shit. Mahomes gonna catch it for me. He gonna get it to me and catch it for me. And if I'm off sides, he gonna tell the referees it's good. And I just feel like, bro, at this point, Mahomes got to cuss his ass out because.
So you say he had that dog in him about cussing him out, holding him accountable to him.
He got to at this.
He
point,
has to now.
He has to.
No, I agree. He should have had him accountable since week 4 when he dropped that pass to Detroit.
Down like this, looking depressed like that. Like it's his fault.
Andrew, the tough part is last year, Bieniemy was the bad cop. Like, was the Chiefs receiving core that good last year? When you really look at them, no,
they were average.
Really.
They were average at best.
But they didn't make them. They did not make the mistakes that they had this year. They still, they lead the league in drops. The Chiefs receivers do. There's something I mentioned even 5-6 weeks ago. Like this is their Achilles heel because maybe this would be better if Travis Kelce was 30, but he's 34. He can't get open like he used to, and to be honest with you, it's actually pretty remarkable that Travis Kelce was able to be this good as a tight end for this long, because most tight ends break down. Like Gronk retired when he was 32, like legitimately retired when he was 32. So it's just one of those things where Travis Kelce can't get open as well anymore. He still can clearly, but he just can't as well. And the trick that most teams in the playoffs going to do, like we're going to double cover Travis Kelce. Maybe at this point we put our best corner on Rasheed Rice, and then I need you to say that you're beating me with Justin Watson and Kadarius Toney, and you're not going to do that. You're just not.
No.
So, and you look at how the Ravens have been playing lately, right? They've been playing very well. The Broncos, I know. Do they play the Broncos again this year?
No. Wait.
Oh, okay.
All right,
take care, Cowboy.
All right, take it, guys.
Yeah. Do they play the Broncos? Do they play the Broncos again this year? Or are they done?
No, they already played in both games.
So I was right.
I understand that the Broncos didn't look good on Saturday because I think just the Lions were like, we need to get some frustration out because they just lose games that they shouldn't lose. But the Broncos know who they are, and it's most of the time it will be a dogfight to beat them. That's why. And also at this point, the Chiefs had to play their best football because the Broncos are they're still at least right now. I think they're a game and a half behind, but you can't.
Yeah.
So the tough part is if that's not Mahomes' nature to get in their receivers like me and Bama have suggested, then you need to go find somebody who can that they respect, because the receiving coach hasn't done that, and it's shown you that they're not getting the proper amount of accountability off the field because this keeps happening. We've seen Valdez-Scantling drop a touchdown pass. We've seen Kadarius Toney do this, like Justin Watson do that, and Travis Kelce's getting hurt. Like if you're counting on Travis Kelce to be the number one thing for your offense now, that's not. I don't think that's going to work.
You're stupid. You're an idiot. You're an idiot.
Realistically, I think the Chiefs should be more run heavy. But when I understand Pacheco's hurt, but they got good running backs. I understand Clyde Edwards-Helaire is not that great, but
he's still serviceable.
And you got running backs behind him. They should be more play action and finding different ways to get Kelce open. Because I understand Rasheed Rice, but do you think that how you even played today is going to work in the playoffs in a whole new different atmosphere? They're on the road, they're not at home. Mm-hmm. So do you think he's going to be that good in the playoffs?
But this is why I say this is when you blame the front office and the front office not giving like Patrick Mahomes help. You could have traded, could have got Mike Evans, you could have got any receiver on the trading block, but you just sat there and did nothing. You sat there and did nothing. So you're expecting Pat.
Oh, my fault. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Andrew.
No, I'm saying now you're expecting Pat Mahomes to play Superman and to figure this out while his receivers are just they're just booty juice right now, bro. Like they're not getting open, like you said, not getting separation. He's still trying to rely on Calvin's trust. We all know his injuries has robbed him. He's getting older, and the fact you haven't given no help. It's trying to force feed Rasheed Rice. They're force feeding him. They're trying to make him.
Hellfire can tell you couple of times in Brady's tenure, they ran into this problem where they're like, we'll just give him like a patch of dirt, some cleats,
Oh
and
gosh,
like
yeah.
a white dude, and we're just gonna somehow go to the Super Bowl with this. And it worked. It worked until Brady just couldn't do it anymore. 2019, the fact that they gave up a second-round pick for Mohamed Sanu was crazy because that's how bad they needed a receiver to just get some kind of separation. And we saw that.
I remember that.
Yeah,
So-
and 2019 was the straw that broke the camel's back.
Brady was asking for help.
And dude,
Asking, he was praying on his knees for help, man. Like,
from
I was,
their perspective, it was an act of Belichick sabotage because Brady went behind Belichick's back to Kraft,
Which is crazy.
and had Kraft veto the
the Garoppolo trade.
yeah.
I remember that. I remember that.
The year after that, he tried to trade Gronk to Detroit, and Gronk literally threatened to retire
Yep.
if he did that. So my thing is the front office clearly had two chances this year. Whether or not it's paying the money to get D-Hop, I understand that you still had to pay Chris Jones, but you would have found a way. Teams find a way.
But Randy, you know what I want to say though. I think them winning the Super Bowl, how they won that fashion was like a gift and a curse. I say it was a gift because okay, they showed everybody we can win without Tyreek. We don't need them with the root. But also the front office thought, oh yeah, man, we don't need no number one now. We see Pat Mahomes getting done with a bunch of guys on the field now. But they should never thought that. They should have thought, hey man, we got to keep getting better on both sides of the ball and not get complacent. But
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
The tough part is,
Right.
Andrew,
Not everybody is Tom Brady who can get it done with
Exactly.
threes.
the tough part is they let
Juju
Juju go. Yeah, they let
That's what I
Juju
wanna
go,
ask y'all.
and go ahead. Sorry.
Two things to think about it from this perspective.
Okay.
I think that they might need a new receivers coach because I keep thinking about what Random said. Obviously, the coach not doing it, and I think about it from this perspective of a receivers coach. For the fact that you got the team like the Chargers, and they can get all that production out of Palmer and Guyton and Carter.
Yeah.
That's a testament to show that even on a bad team, that their receiver coach can get the most out of his players. The fact that you have a team with a Patrick Mahomes and still has the chance to make the playoffs and get a good seed in the playoffs, but it just looks like week to week, it just looks like they just get worse out of Rashee Rice, who is a rookie trying to pretty much make a spot in the NFL, make a name for himself. That's why he's playing like that. That's why I say next year is really going to be another question mark for him too once they get film on him, because it's no receivers. You got to think about this too. You got teams like the Chargers. You got teams like, bro, the Texans, Noah Brown,
Their receivers
Nico
coach is
Collins,
Tank Dale, a bunch of
Dale. You see all the production they getting up out of them guys?
yeah.
Noah Brown was on practice squad. And you mean to tell me you got a group of guys playing with Patrick Mahomes? I get it. CJ Stroud is having a phenomenal rookie year. But you cannot tell me that you would play harder for CJ Stroud than for
Patrick Mahomes.
I don't
I get it.
Nobody's saying right now. I get what y'all saying. If you think CJ Stroud might be better down the line, I feel it. But as of today, you cannot tell me you will play harder for CJ Stroud than you would Pat Mahomes. And this is another thing I want y'all to think about, because you brought up GM too. Just one more point.
Yeah.
What happened to the days of football where they constantly will bring draft in like pretty much replacement? I feel like a lot of teams have gotten complacent with Travis Kelce, for instance. I always tell people this: appreciate LeBron, appreciate the level of excellence that Tom Brady and LeBron has displayed well deep into their 40s. I went to school for physical. That shit does not happen like that.
It's anomalous.
Sports. It's
Yeah.
anomalous.
Yeah.
I don't think people
Yeah.
know how fast professional sports.
Oh yeah.
It's played at a ridiculous fast pace, bro. Whether it's a slow pace for its half court in basketball or a team that runs the ball, regardless, the speed of it getting from point A to B is ridiculously fast.
Ridiculous, yeah.
So those guys able to play at 38, 39, 45, that is an anomaly, bro. We're seeing guys like that's what normally happens. Travis Kelce, when you hit 34 in the NFL,
that's normal. That's normal. But Bama, I think all of us on this panel, on this panel who's played football like myself and you guys, you understand bro, that's normal for being 34 years old to break down. That's normal. That's practically normal. But the average person who watches sports that sees LeBron or Tom Brady do what they do, they think, oh, I think everybody can do it. That's not true. That is not true. That is not true. Everybody, when you get old, you get old. When you hit that wall, when you hit 34, 30, or 32, 35, you hit the wall athletically. It happens. But like you said, people see LeBron, Tom Brady doing great at a certain age. Oh, all athletes can do that. That's not true. Like you said, that's
I
not.
think the tough part, Andrew, you said it perfectly. The tough part is we've been able to see the really good athletes play a little bit longer. That's why I want to have this conversation with Chill, where I'm like, since he's seen generations of athletes across just leave, and this one, obviously Tom Brady played way longer than he should. LeBron's playing way longer than he should. Even a guy like Travis Kelce is being the fact that he's also, you could say that he may be the greatest tight end to ever play when he's done. You can actually have that argument. He's playing way longer than most tight ends do.
Exactly.
So you're asked, even Drew Brees, Big Ben, these guys played into their late 30s. Like they
broke down like crazy.
But even then, when you look at it, like if Mahomes plays till he's 39, 40, that's still crazy. If Burrow plays that long, that's still crazy. We have to understand that you're looking at the guys who really play that long. Tom Brady, you're saying he may be the GOAT, like the GOAT of all of football. LeBron, the GOAT of all of basketball. So we have to be able to keep our expectations as fans in check, but also have to understand, man, the Patriots may never get another Tom Brady in their life.
Exactly. That's a once in a lifetime type of thing.
General shit.
So just to kind of go back to the Chiefs for a second, losing Juju Smith-Schuster turned out to be something like that they really needed. Because you can say a lot of things about Juju, but he can get open, and he found a way to get open.
He was a safety blanket on third down. He was a safety blanket outside of kills.
And maybe the fact that maybe the Patriots offered him more money than the Chiefs were willing to give could be a problem. Because I still understand that maybe they should take care of Chris Jones way before this. He's one of the players that you want off the bus first when you look at the Chiefs. You should never even got to the point where he sat out the first game of the season. So So now we're sitting there. Even I'm looking at the stats right now. Rashawn Rice leads the freaking team in drops. He has double the amount of drops. He has 8 drops. The next closest player has 4. So I understand even somebody like Riddell is very high on him, but like you still can't trust him to catch the ball. He's up there in the lead for drops.
If you're leading the league in drops, bro, it's hard for me to like. So, but if you see their offense, they're literally force feeding him the ball. But
he's the only.
But when they force,
So the only reason, so the only reason even Riddell said himself that you're picking the Chiefs is because of Mahomes. You're just picking.
Yeah, that's the only reason.
And after they lose, you need to be on the phone. Still call the Titans, see if they want to give up D-Hop. Mike Evans could be available. Exactly. They didn't find a way to reach a contract, and he may be a little bit too. He's having the right season at the right time because he's still balling. He already got his 1,000 now. I think he just caught his 9th or 10th.
Yeah, nice. He got 11. He has 11. He has 11 right now.
So, but still call the Bucks and see if you can get Mike Evans, and then see if you can just find some other people and get open. Maybe call Juju, sign a 1 year. Call Juju and see, you want to come back. Because you cannot.
Juju signed a 3-year deal.
He did
with the same demands that Jacoby Myers wanted.
Oh my God!
Oh yeah, I could use Jacoby Myers right now. Question, Hellfire, about your Patriot. So, is it true Bill is leaving? Is it true that he's stepping down?
I can't confirm or deny that he's leaving.
I need to see him leave.
There's been reports going both ways. I can't trust anything in Boston media right now about him leaving.
I need to see him leave because
he needs to leave.
I need to see him leave too. Because here's the thing.
Why would he go to Bama? What's he gonna do in Bama?
Bama college football.
Man, he chilling.
College football.
But no, here's the thing. I need to see Belichick leave for this reason. I am uncertain on what we will take with that 2 pick, with that 1 pick, with even if we end up falling out of the top 2, like get a top 5 pick. I'm uncertain on what we take and what the move is going forward until he's gone. And until
I was going to ask you that. I was going to ask you that.
Game plan. Because as of right now, I am having the Pats reach for Michael Penix Jr. because he is the only fit that we have, or the only fit that, to me, that it's in this draft class that will immediately plug into the scheme that we're running, but is also an upgrade in terms of arm talent, and it's also an upgrade in terms of up here.
He's also, I understand he has knee problems, but he's also more athletic than any quarterback you have on the roster.
Yes, and that's the point. But the point of it being the upgrade between the ears up here, our scheme is so difficult that Julian Edelman came out on his podcast and said that it took him 4 years to get to where it was almost memorized every way that they run certain plays as far as like the receivers go and the tight ends go. Gronk was saying the same thing. It took him like 2 years before he even felt comfortable. Part of why he was out for like half the year in his rookie years because he didn't know plays. Our scheme is
that's crazy.
difficult for no reason.
That's crazy that you. I understand when you had Brady and his supercomputer brain. Like, all right, but you got it's a whole break. You got Mac Jones.
Not everybody's Brady. Not everybody's Brady. You can't be expect.
You got Mac Jones, and Bama can tell you Mac Jones was smart. Had a good brain on him, but like
was smarter in his rookie year than he is right now. He was
I'm
on
like,
the
you
bowling
can't-
out
you can't
75% of the
keep
games
saying
play
that,
calls his
but
rookie year.
I get what y'all saying, but Brandon brought up this point, and they sitting there talking about it's a cop out, and everybody talk about Joe Judge and all of that, bro. And Trent bring up that weak point with Joe Judge. A bad QB coach is better than no QB coach in the NFL.
Yeah, I do
nobody
agree.
Say.
A bad
I don't
QB
care what
coach is better
nobody
than none.
say. Whether he's bad or good or mid, was better than a non-existent one, bro. Because when you don't have something there, like you're not learning anything. Like,
no,
at least if I have a bad offensive coordinator, I'm still learning offense.
Learning.
I can also learn in the realms of what not to do. I see this dude is not successful, so I can almost see what to do because it's the same thing in football. When you got a bad starting quarterback in front of you, at least you see what not to do.
Exactly.
Same thing if you got a good one. Yeah, you can see, if I got a good one, well, bro, this is what you want to try to emulate right here. You see he does everything right. Like, so regardless, you still got a reference. To have no reference and then just be like, hey, man, yeah, you had a good rookie year, so just do what you did from your rookie year. Remember that shit. Like, come on, bro. Win games, baby. You come on. Like, and that's like totally unfair, bro. And
yeah,
he wasn't.
Me, I know that Joe Judge was the excuse last year. Yeah, he was a bad QB coach, but Mac had some regression that was a little bit more than the natural sophomore slump to me. Like, there was mechanics issues.
I will be this. This is just me being real. Mac Jones at Alabama. Okay, you could look at it like Tua added, like it was like electric factor. Like when Tua came in, it was like electric. So it was like fire meeting fire. Mac Jones was more so somebody who can control the fire. He didn't really have that fire. He just knew how to control the fire. You see what I'm saying? It's like he was playing with house money. You got a Najee, Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle. You got Irv. You got
and then the offensive line, the way that they were,
the way they were,
a great offensive coordinator.
Start buzzing. Them play calls were supreme. So it's like at that point, it's like you
go from that.
Jones is you go think, oh, bro, how he commanding and getting everybody to the spots. You go really think that, oh man, maybe he elevating these dudes to be better. But really, bro, that 2020 team,
it's a system.
One of the best teams of college football, bro. You just couldn't fuck that up. Like that team right there, bro. You cannot mess that, bro. It would have been.
So you're saying having Stark and all them boys made him better than what people presumed that he was.
And now you fast forward him to the NFL. Now you getting these Brady comparisons. I'm like, hey, bro, relax. Like
it needed to be relaxed.
Relax. And everybody talking about something. Oh, he might go 3. I'm like, bro, what is y'all talking about? Relax.
Okay, they asked me this question then. Kyle Shanahan wanted him. Kyle Shanahan, obviously, he wanted him, obviously.
I think he was overruled, or else he would have taken back.
He would have taken back if it weren't for John Lynch.
Taking Trey Lance.
Real GMs. John, and I would tell people this, no disrespect to Mac Jones. I don't really think people wanted Mac Jones. It's just the fact of the farm that Nick Saban has created down there. He created a real NFL factory, bro, to where practices, pro days, dog, all 32 teams is up in Alabama chilling, drinking coffee. Hey, bro, we talking about these players just like this. How we talking right now? You got 32 teams up in there. A lot of colleges don't have that luxury. Some colleges can only get 5 teams, 2 teams, 3 teams. The fact that Alabama can walk all 32 teams up in there and they just chilling like this, bro. And so now you get this. What can I say? These GMs have a bias because now it's like you got this dude like Nick Saban bringing all of these dudes up in here. So it's like they feel like they got more of a personal access to all the Alabama players, and they feel like they really got a more in-depth about these players. And sometimes, yes, you do get it wrong, especially with our quarterbacks as of recent. We do have souped up, caked up teams with them quarterbacks, so it's hard to really assess them. We got the type of teams to where, bro, you damn near could just be brain. You can play how Zach Wilson playing in the NFL and damn near win 10, 11 ball games at Alabama. With
please don't speak about the Jets after your guy Tua put it on them, man.
I will say this about Mac Jones, right? When he first came in, he showed you that he could just manage the game. And for a lot of rookie quarterbacks, that's all you really want, right? Mm-hmm. And was he supposed to go into Buffalo in that playoff game and win? No. It's great that he made it there. Now, that second year, very important. You want to build on what you built, right? Josh McDaniel leave, but then you give him a guy who's never caught offensive plays.
Matt Patricia, like, come on, man. Like,
never caught, and then the guy who was your special teams coach in New England as his quarterback coach. Let me ask y'all, because I always bring this up a trend. Would Mahomes be Mahomes if his second year if he was given Steve Spagnuolo and whoever the Chiefs?
Hell no.
Well,
that's
exactly.
Why, and that's why I'm sitting there saying, like, look, Bill Belichick single-handedly, because he's the nobody joins that beat. Nothing happens in the Patriots like front office without his say so. He single-handedly ruined whatever Mac Jones was going to be. Was Mac Jones going to be a top flight quarterback in the league?
No,
I wouldn't say so. But if he was Kirk Cousins,
middle of the pack, I thought his ceiling was like middle of the pack, like in QB, like his rookie season.
Yeah, his ceiling was always going to be another Kirk Cousins.
If he was Kirk Cousins, I mean, I know I dog Kirk Cousins, but also I understand, like, at his worst, he's a top 15 quarterback in the league. At his best, maybe he could be top 10, but he's there. But I'm just saying, like, I'm always going to be wondering the what if with him. Like, if you just got him like a guy who actually knows how to run an offense, like actually knows plays, not is also. By the way, with Matt Patricia, he was also coaching the O-line at the same time, so he was pulling double duty. So he didn't even spend the amount of time he needed with Mac Jones anyway. So I'm just saying.
I remember when Bama said this. I remember Bama said this one time before, and J. Rob and them, and I agree to this because I said it before. Situation matters. What team you go to matters as a QB. Who's the head coach? Who's the offensive coordinator? Who's your owner? That stuff literally matters. That, like, I've heard that so many times over the years. That literally matters. Look at Patrick Mahomes. He fell to the greatest situation ever. You know what I'm saying? With the good head coach, offensive coordinator, all that. Dak Prescott fell in a good situation when he first came in. Good offensive line. Good offense, good running back. Like, I mean, Brock Purdy is another example.
We don't talk about what you call the way we do if he go number 2 at, because people talk about how how Mitchell Trubisky got drafted over Pat Mahomes. I tell folks,
they would have wrecked him. They would have wrecked him,
and that's what. Before you keep going with your point, that's one thing I just wanted to say with the Caleb Williams situation. Y'all think Caleb Williams you could just drop him in there and everything could be all good? He's a great player. He throws off platform. Excellent, bro. But don't think that he's able to go up in Chicago and really, really be able to weather that situation, because it's a simple fact of, I can't remember who it was, but they brought up a valid point. One thing with them trash teams like the Bears and the Colts, you get them type of quarterbacks like AR-15 and Justin Fields with that elite athleticism, not borderline. I'm talking about elite athleticism, bro. You can kind of weather those sorry teams a little bit better because you can lean on
the athleticism part.
Lean on the athleticism and them scrambling, trucking people, breaking tackles, to where if you put Caleb over there, even though he 6'2", I don't think he'll be able to withstand the punishment he is finna endure in Chicago, bro.
No, and what helped, and I'm going to give credit to AR and Justin Fields for a moment. More so AR because I was so low on AR in college. The one thing I want to give credit to him on especially, those two were a lot better than what Caleb Williams is right now at seeing the field from the pocket and knowing when the exact time was to take off. It's not like this natural instinct like it is with Caleb.
Well, I will say this about Caleb. Like Caleb is more of a pocket passer than either of them. So my biggest reason to why I'm saying they should just they should trade Justin Fields or whatever is just to restart the clock. Because next year you're gonna have to decide whether or not you want to pay Justin Fields, right? Are you gonna pick up his option?
Yeah, his contract up, man. His contract up.
This is the third year. Usually by the end of your fourth year, you're making a decision. You made your decision.
You want to give up that?
Yeah.
They want to get that option in.
Yeah. So usually, a lot of teams usually by the end of your third year, they decide whether or not they're picking up your option.
Yeah. Usually third year they pick it up for you.
Yeah. For instance, like the Packers declined Jordan Love's option at the end of his. I think they waited a little bit later for his, but they declined his option, and then they got him a contract that's more team friendly. So with whoever goes into the Bears situation, it's not just the fact that you're going to a trash team. You're going into an outdated mindset. That's what you're trying to battle. And the fact that, like I said, the fact that Jay Cutler is the best quarterback your team has ever produced, and he's not even yours, he's the Broncos. He was the Broncos coach first, Broncos QB first, is crazy. But I hope that, Jesus Christ, throw whatever money you can at Ben Johnson. All right? Throw whatever money you can at Ben Johnson and let him and whatever GM you got take Caleb, because you will get Caleb. I just think that's
Caleb
the move.
declares,
and then just surround him, because they already have good talent when you really look at them. Their of course pretty good. I like DJ Moore a lot. Mooney can get open. Komet's a nice tight end to have, right? You could get your better running backs, but you could always find good running backs, right?
This is what I'll say. The only way this will work, especially with Caleb, they're gonna have to figure out a way to get Sarkisian. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
They may have to figure it out. Ben Johnson.
I know people be wanting Lincoln Riley, but I feel like Lincoln Riley
is overrated.
But his arrogance also stunts his development too. It stunted Kyler's a little bit. Yep. It stunted Mayfield's a tad.
When I feel like that arrogance.
So, Bama, you think a college coach is the answer for the Bears?
No. Start
plays a more of a pro offense style. Like
he was an offensive coordinator for the Falcons once a while back. He did have his problems with the drinking and all that, but from what I can see now,
he should have been at USC drinking like that.
It looked like he fixed it though. It looked like that bid at Alabama he did with Nick Saban as a scout, analyst scout, then came up to the offensive coordinator. It looked like it helped, and now he's at the point to where it looked like it's going to be a dog fight every time Alabama play Texas when they go to the SEC. I'm not going to lie. If he the coach anyway. One thing I will say, just looking at him in crucial times, I know it's college, but I just go based off of how he plays against Alabama. In crucial times, he does not mess up with his play call. And he is very great in-game adjusting against elite play call, especially with somebody like Alabama. Alabama like to dial up a lot of DB blitzes, a lot of sting blitzes. What they like to they blitz them star players, cornerbacks off the edge a lot. In college, that's very hard to deal with because that's an NFL tactic to keep quarterbacks contained and everything. And that's fast. They too fast to get blocked by them fat boys, and they coming from too wide of an angle. Start the way he neutralized that shit is like really OD. And it got down to a point where it got late in that game. He started killing us 20-yard plays, 30-yard plays, touchdowns. It's like, Nick, if you go keep doing this, I'm going to keep punishing you. And what's so crazy, he know how to play poker. He does not come up off that shit. If Nick Saban did not force him to come up off them plays, I'm not coming off of it. I'm going to run the same motion, same route concept until you stop it because you keep trying to do this. So I'm going to play the same. And that's like really showing me he's not the same drunk he was at USC. It's like this dude really, that's showing he really locked in. He not that, whatever he was focused on outside, he got that elite attention to detail now. So I feel like that could translate back to the NFL. If that's what he want to do. Sometimes some dudes don't want to play in the NFL. It's not their coaching style, not for the NFL, a la Nick Saban. But I mean, I feel like where the NFL is going nowadays, where it's a lot younger, the generation of players is a lot different than how it was back in 2010 or 97 or whatever the case may be. I feel like he would be a good fit for somebody like a Caleb Williams, bro, because he would know how to really play to that dude's strength and perfect the strength. Or shit, Caleb goes somewhere where Bieniemy is the head coach. Like it would have to be somebody like that, bro. I don't want to
Who has an offensive mind per se? Like who has an offensive mind per se, or was like
a real whisperer, bro. Because the thing is with what they do, they bring in these unproven offensive coordinators with an already unproven quarterback, and you going based off this quarterback's potential. So this offensive coordinator, based off of how he sold you in the interview process, should be okay until he's not okay. Now you playing with somebody progression where you could have had him, like for instance, Mahomes going over there with Bieniemy and Reed, his progression was on a steady pace. So where he got to the point to where it was time to start, it was a snowball already ready to drop. One thing with
the ball got rolling
with Justin Fields, you brought in a new coordinator. So it's like you constantly restarting, getting that snowball to the top of the hill to get ready to roll down. You keep restarting it. So why bring in somebody that's unproven and it's going to get a year or two down the road where it looks horrible and now you got to restart it again? You see what I'm saying? Whereas you might as well go with someone who's proven that they know how to develop quarterbacks, who's shown the ability to look like they could develop quarterbacks in game, all that type of stuff with quarterbacks, especially if you're playing with somebody. Because I agree with people, Caleb is a great quarterback, especially with the skill set he has. But with the lack of athleticism in today's game, that's almost playing with house money, bro, because you also could not develop them at all, and you just fucked off all that potential. You see what I'm saying? Like, and all because, I want to bring in this offensive coordinator because I know this guy, he's from over here. Nah, go who we know. Go who we know. Get a Bieniemy, get somebody who I know that can develop quarterbacks, bro. Like, definitely don't do a Bill Belichick.
Bieniemy, I like Bieniemy for Chicago because he would also be the bad cop there. You're trying to change You're trying to change your coach there, and I think I understand the reason why they usually do that when you get a offensive coordinator and a quarterback so they can both grow together, right? So that's what you're doing, and so I think that could be the move. And then obviously with Chicago, there's a lot of pieces already really good there. The Montez Sweat trade looking to be a very good one for the Bears because he's been playing very well. Obviously DJ Moore is working out. I just look right now. They have the number one, so they have Carolina's number one pick, and then they have the 5th pick. So if you drew, maybe do something like the Texas did last year, where they get their quarterback and then they trade it back up again to get another impact player, whether or not it's on defense, because that's where you get your quarterback and you get Marvin Harrison Jr. and you're like, this is what we're working with here on offense. And I think Bieniemy would immediately be like, free agency, I'm finding my lineman.
Defense, offensive line, defensive line.
The biggest thing for linemen is that they just need time together. So I understand it's tough but if you have veterans, that means maybe they don't need as much time because look, we've been playing this game forever, right? We've been playing this game forever. It doesn't take us as long, so maybe that works. And then you work on what Caleb Williams does best, which is really dice teams up from the pocket. Is he athletic enough to make some plays? Yeah, you saw Bryce Young. I really like that part of Bryce Young's game. He's running a little bit more, right? I was like, hey, man, get down on the ground because you're still like $190, and I don't want a DB to catch you slipping. But he's been running a little bit more, showcasing that. And also, by the way, I know we're not going to talk about it. Masterful clock drive management by the Panthers today to straight up end the
man. Please don't break up my team, man. Like we're a dumpster fire right now.
They say we taking the whole
fire, man.
Quarter,
bro. Nobody showed up to the game, bro. Nobody showed up to the game. Bro.
I was like, it was one of those you saw after they kicked it, won the game. How happy they were. I'm like, okay.
Hey man, speaking of that, can y'all tell early to stop getting on Bryce Young, man? He's doing the best he can with the situation he's in.
That team, I try to tell people, bro, I'm not just making I try to be subjective when it comes to Alabama players, bro. I'm so serious, bro. That team is horrible, bro. It's putrid. Bro.
Trust me, I know.
Early swears because of Bryce, bro. Bryce tries.
It's not him.
He tries to show flashes where it's like the little flicks when he flicked the ball and it's on the money. Bro, that catch with that receiver?
Bama, figure that. I got you one play. When they played the Colts and he threw it to I think it's Irving, no 15, and he jumped out of
Jump
bounds
out
with
of
the
bounds
ball.
and act
I
like he
was like,
tried. Oh
I was
my
feeling like,
God.
bro,
Free
hey,
Bryce.
what made it so
Free Bryce.
bad? I was like, did he just jump out of bounds with the ball? I was like, did he just really jump out of bounds with the ball? And I was like, so we're bringing Bryce for that? I was like, bro, like,
Yeah,
no, like,
I will say that, bro. Like now, next year, if Bryce come out there and they revamp the team and make it look better, if he come out and look bad, like, oh, I'll give you that. But this team,
but Bama, the problem is, look,
one.
Bama, the problem is, look who our owner is. We got a bad owner. He doesn't know what he's doing. Like, look at the coaches we had. So we had Matt Rule, like, who's our head coach. I ain't like him as our head coach. He was trash. You know, then we bring in Frank Wright, which I think he's overrated to me. I don't, because I feel like he's still living off that Carson Wentz MVP run. I don't care what anyone say. I feel like he's still living off that, but no one wants to talk about it enough. You know, so it's like the receivers suck. Our receivers can't get open, can't get no separation. Offensive line, I want to fight all them. I've seen too many times when Bryce Young gets hit, they don't pick him up. They watch him get on the ground. Like,
well, I saw one play, Bryce dropped back the whole front. Everybody on the
he just
D-line was
stood there like how
it was the Colts. It was the Colts. I think it was the Colts game. I think they did that. It was the Colts game. They all just stood there.
Random. He stood right there because it's like, bro, he's like 5'10", 190. What do you expect him to do in that situation? Literally, he's not AR-15 where he's gonna be able to shed three of them off of him.
Yeah, he's not Cam Newton 6'5". You know what?
Bro,
Get off on me, like.
Bro, at that point, what do you expect him to do? Like,
I think the toughest part is the owner of the Panthers is a lot like Early, where he's watching CJ Stroud ball and he's getting mad as hell. When, if you look by the reports, Frank Reich and then wanted CJ Stroud.
Right. Man, look, no, hey, Randall, CJ Stroud would have looked bad with this team. He couldn't survive with this team, bro.
Yeah, but
like,
it's another universe where Early's losing his mind because now CJ Stroud, and we're all like, Bryce Young kind of.
Randall, I've been a Panther fan since I was 5 years old. I've seen Steve Berline's our QB, so I've seen the lows of lows and the highs of highs. This is probably the lowest I've ever seen my team. It's been in years, dog. Like I don't know what Early wants him to do. Like, what do you want Bryce Young to do, dog? Like, break 16 tackles and throw a really zip line magical pass to somebody to hope they catch it?
Just because Josh Allen
can
do it
for him too.
Yeah, just because Josh Allen can do it doesn't mean everybody else can. Also, Josh Allen can only do this for a few more years.
Yeah.
Once he breaks, Josh Allen's cooked. By the way,
bro, y'all is tripping, bro. Y'all saw what happened to Cam Newton. Exactly, bro. Ruined Cam Newton. Josh Allen is easily an MVP caliber quarterback, bro. They is finna run this man into the dirt.
Oh yeah, they're going. Yeah.
Watch what
I give him 4 years. He's a year. No, Josh Allen should be in year 6.
Give me a second. I can find out.
Yeah, if he in year 6, 2-3 more years, bro. 2-3.
And Bama, to piggyback what you said about Kennedy, that was a big
of them grinding him like this.
Now, listen, hey Bama,
brain and protect him. Of course, he could play for the next 7, 8, 9.
Josh Allen is in his technically this is his 5th year.
I'll give him 3 more years. If they keep running him like this, he's not going to last long.
This is a 6 year. I apologize. This is a 6
year.
Okay.
Then I give him
3 more years of this punishment.
Yeah, because hey Bama, like you said,
he has the most rush yards.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, because he's leading the league in quick QB to 10 touchdowns, rushing touchdown. And like you said, Bama, with Cam Newton, bro. Again, I love Cam Newton come out of Auburn. The way the punishment he was taking, bro, I was like, bro, he's not gonna last, bro. He's not gonna last. I don't care. You is 6'5", 250. Bro, you're not gonna keep taking that kind of punishment, bro.
Well, the toughest part is Andrew. He's for Josh Allen. He's set up. He's now set like really bad habits in terms of okay, I can't find anybody. He just takes off and he's like, I'm willing to be a linebacker, and that's not good, man. You can't run. No. I understand today is cool, but you can't run into Micah Parsons every down.
Yeah.
Brandon Cass talking about some Allen is fine. He 240 pounds. Tell that to Cam Shoulders.
Cam Newton was 260.
Yeah,
6'6". Cam Newton was 6'5", 250 pounds, bro.
And tell that to his rotator cuff. You ask his rotator cuff, is that 250 just enough? to be okay. Hell no. Any
Hey,
coach,
Bama, he must think NFL must be like
bro.
like must be like a little league elite some shit. But bro,
Listen,
he's a grown man.
I'm trying to tell
Grown
you,
ass man.
I told folks this. I got a real wake up call, bro. I just played Division 2. I ain't J Rob. I ain't played Division 1. But anyway, we had this DN. He was league worthy, 6'7", 270 pounds. Rodre Brown, bro. And I didn't realize really what size, because I come from a junior college. Junior college, you get cats like that, but not really. Anyway, we still made it the first play. It was a lot of pressure. Then I cracked my helmet. The next play, bro, we do run the play over. The next play, bro, the dude literally punched me from so far, like 6'7", punched me from stopped all my momentum right there, dead in tracks. Bomb! Like, bro, it was the craziest shit. And that's when that point I knew them DNs, bro, them boys is really a different species. Another play, I saw that boy get that dude. I saw this dude hand out a concussion like a pizza. Folded the nigga neck inside his pads, and it popped out like one of them whack-a-moles, bro. 6'7", 270 pounds. I'm trying to tell people, bro, going toe-to-toe with them big dudes like that is not what y'all thinking, bro. Them boys
hey, Bama.
monsters, bro.
Hey, Bama, I got you a story too. Hey, Bama, I got you a story. It's a guy went to my school. He went to my high school. He went to Kentucky. He was a running back. He went to the Ravens, whatever, right? This is when Ray Lewis and the boys were still there. He ran a 4.45. He thought he was fast until he learned on the first practice how them DNs were running right next to him. He was like, he told me, he said, AC, I'm gonna tell you something, bro. That shit really threw me the fuck off, bro. He said, I knew I was fast, but when I realized them DNs was running sideline to me, it was crazy. And he told me the most scariest moment was when he had a pass block. A Ray Lewis coming out at a blitz. He said that was the most terrifying thing he's ever saw. Was a guy Ray Lewis coming at him 100 miles per hour in the blitz, and he had the pass block. He had to really pass block this man,
bro. And then we can even talk about recent. Well, y'all remember that forced fumble Max Crosby just got recently, where he punched dude in the jaw?
Oh yeah.
Y'all don't know how much power them DNs generate. Boy, that boy missed, punched him in his jaw with a chin strap on, and still made him fumble because he knocked him out, bro. Like, come on, man. Like,
but remember, you know, people think just because you're bigger than a linebacker, you're not gonna like feel that punishment too, though.
Yeah, you're not gonna, bro. You feel it, bro. Like they'll tell you that junk. Even Cam, you remember when Cam was complaining about them
the Broncos
shots on him, all them cheap shots. Like at the end, he was like, bro, them hits add up, and everybody was like, oh, bro, you 250, you can handle it. Bullshit, bro. Like it's
speaking of shots. You remember when he played the Broncos in the game opener? How they were just teeing off Cam on Cam Newton, like head shots him, and he was complaining to the league like, "Hey, bro, you gotta tee me off. You gotta really go on straight head shots to me, and not giving no penalties or nothing. Like, come on, but like people think like just because you're 6'5" or you're bigger than this guy off to the side of the ball, bro, that's still gonna hurt, bro. That's still you gonna feel that punishment, bro.
Two Titans. It's just two big ass Titans, bro. All right, man. Any closing remarks, man? Any shout outs? I know random, bro. You got a new show, man. Can you let the people know what's up, bro? I mean, we'll start off with you, player.
So we got an anime show called the Black Sensei Society. We you know, me, J Rob, Riddell, Lonnie, and Ty, we sit there talking everything and anything anime. The last few times we kind of dipped out a little bit talking about the Young Thug trial because somehow Bama, the lawyer for Young Thug, mentioned Bleach. And that set Lonnie off because he mentioned a bad arc in Bleach.
What the hell?
Bruh,
what the hell?
That entire trial is
crazy.
Oh
insane.
My God.
You would
think, I mean, the lawyer brought a dog. The lawyer brought his dog to trial. So I mean,
it's literally finna be a pair. No, Andrew, this trial what Random is talking about, bro, is going to be a pair.
Oh, I know. I've been watching it. It's bro. The lawyer the judge brought his dog, bro. The judge brought his dog to trial, bro.
Well, to be fair, the judge was like, "If y'all wilding, I'm gonna start wilding too." Like when I saw, what was it? Gunna was trying to give the phone to Young Thug, but Young Thug's like, "Nah, I can't have this on me. They might take it." So then they try to throw it to the other defense attorney so he could keep it, right? So he doesn't get in trouble. But he hits a police deputy in the face with the phone, and then they arrest him for assaulting a police officer while they're at the trial. God. I'm like, all right, man, this is
a movie, bro.
We're not talking about the other defense attorney who got arrested and he had to go to jail for a month. We're not talking about when they was passing Molly to each other in the courtroom. We're not talking about the one, I can't remember the one dude who just started acting crazy for no reason. It's
We're talking about the cell phone. We're talking about the cell phone.
And I'm like, what is happening? What is happening? But
It's like you're watching Pump. It's like you're watching an episode of Pump or reality show.
Yeah, but we bring it up also because we got challenged by another anime show called Get the Panel. You know, we had one of the members on PC Anime for a little bit, kind of see what's going on. Lonnie ain't scared. Lonnie's already called him out. He's already made a few TikToks, so we might be having something like that soon. We're trying to figure out whether it's going to be a debate or like a game show style. But yeah, check out the Black Sensei Society. You know, Bam already in the Discord. We be talking in there. We also, we talk sports too in there.
Giving spoilers.
So, you want some spoilers? Oh, we do be giving
spoilers.
spoilers.
Already give spoilers.
We give spoilers, but but those are in the specific channels. So we be talking JJK, we be talking My Hero, we be talking other thing. But hey, there's spoilers for that. So, Bam, if you walking into spoilers, you knew what that channel was. You just walking in because you want to see it.
It's a W show, man. I know, I love everybody, but man, I really feel like it's cool. Bunch of black guys talking anime. If y'all should really just go give it a follow based off of that, breaking outside the social norms of what the culture say that's cool for us, I support that shit. Ty even got a comic out, so
if y'all
know about that. Y'all should go. Yeah, I got a copy too. My car in the shop, but
so his second volume, Bama, he finished it, so he's working on some promo stuff, and then I'm like, nice. Just let me know. Let me go grab one.
I'll fuck with it.
It's
bro.
very good. It's very good.
I just want to shout out to the Players Choice guys, Bama, my guy Randall. We be talking on the chat sometime. My boy J Rob and them boys from the basketball community to the football community. I've been like a huge fan of y'all. I've been watching y'all for a while now. Keep up the work, Bama and them. Keep talking about sports, man, that we don't get to see outside. You know what I'm saying? Like I get to talk about different stuff that is refreshing to me from a guy who loves sports, who bleeds sports. That I get to talk about other teams, other players outside of the norm, like the regular same old. And I'll shout out my boy Deion, man, the transfer portal, man, killing it. He's literally killing it in the transfer portal, bro. He's got 4 players today. Like he got
one of them like that 6'7", 235 quarterback from
Vanderbilt. He got this 6'4" receiver.
Build, but his tools as a passer isn't there. Hopefully, they're able to develop him, and he doesn't just become a 1-year.
Well, we know Shador is coming back. We know
Shador's
coming back. So he technically should have a year to marinate, and then that next year he can hit the ground running. But who knows?
And also he got a defensive lineman from Bama side of the town.
I'll probably
6'4", 315.
I'll let you give your ending after this hellfire. I'm gonna say this though. After that 1 year is up, random, and this is all objectively, I guarantee you Colorado will be a better team with that kid who y'all talking about that got to develop than they will. Than they will with Shador. And I hate to say that. I love Shador. Hope my son look like that when he play football. You know what I'm saying? But that team won't be good until Deion's son is on, bro. Like how Deion, you could just see it, bro. It's bad, bro. Like the favoritism is kind of bad, and
you would think it's favoritism, though, Bama?
They gotta leave it. It is at this point. It's bad.
There is a little bit. Yeah.
It's a little bad, bro. Like I don't want to keep going, but I'm gonna say this, bro. Just working with kids, bro. You can say what you want. He was not supposed to have Travis and his son front row at that Denver Nuggets game, and them other kids not be in the building on the front row too.
Oh yeah. So I just that was kind of a bad.
That was just gotten the suite and put the whole team in there.
Yeah,
that's
what That was
also too, the fact that he didn't take the whole team of Jackson State with him and just let them try out to try to make the team. He only took a select few. That was also bad. That was a real bad look.
Yeah,
you have to
Shiloh, Hunter.
Yeah, so
a couple others.
You gotta think about it from the kids that had to stay, bro. You finna leave us and take our best players. Oh man, and I can't come. I can't even get a tryout to come.
Yeah, I get the saying, Ben.
And how he hyped it up. He hyped this shit up like, oh, this is the new euphoria. Like, bro, this is the new spot to be. After you just told us this was the spot to be.
Well,
That's bad.
that's why I'm saying it's crazy. Like if he had a good season this year, he might have left again, depending on if a bigger school.
Come on, you think he would left again, man? If he had a good season, man, you think he would have left again? If
I
he had a
gotta
really,
agree with
If
Randy.
Auburn,
At this point, you cannot say he wouldn't have.
if Auburn had a bad, let's just say Auburn has a season that they had this year, which they were what 6-6.
Yeah. Like
And
6 and 6.
let's say Colorado Deion goes 6-6, 7-5, and Auburn's like, bet we'll give you whatever, we'll give you a contract similar to what they gave, what's his name from Texas A&M, because he didn't deserve that contract either. But what if they just throw money at Deion that no other coach can get?
Yeah.
He probably would have left. He probably would have left.
Oh, he would have.
Brandon, they had a chance to hire him before he went to was it Colorado, and they said no. So
true. But it's if he would have had that success,
if you had had that success, they would.
I just feel like this, bro. I'm just supporting him. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, bro, he's starting.
Are you trying to call a spade a spade? Are you trying to say you can't call a spade a spade?
No, he's made some decisions. He's made some decisions that no other coach really should have. He shouldn't have. As the head coach of a team, you shouldn't have made those decisions.
Yeah,
there's no way you should take your 2-star players and have them sit front row. And where's the rest of the team at?
Where's the rest?
Are they in the? Yeah, where are they?
Because Travis there, he get autographs and shoes from LeBron.
Oh yeah, that was.
What about the kid? This is what I think about Andrew. Because like I said, bro, I'm 5'5". I was a long shot, bro. I had to work my ass off to get to where I got and play sports, bro. So I think about the kid that's not blessed to be a Travis. That's my mindset.
Yeah,
I don't always focus on the 5-star athlete because I know they good. They're a mentor or daddy, stepdaddy that got them to the point to where they is. And it's no slack to them. But what about the kids that didn't have that? What about the late bloomers, bro? Like, what about the kids that didn't have the access to Shea Doer's had? What about the kids that can't just, their daddy just can't call up Tom Brady and go do a quarterback camp with him? It's every kid don't have that access. Trust me. It's some kids on that. So this is what I think about, bro, and I can't overlook this. Deion brought up that because I say Deion talk a lot and he talk himself into where it kind of looks bad when you do other stuff. All right, so he brought up a story when he was at Jackson State. One kid couldn't get on the plane, right? He couldn't get on the plane because of something or whatever the case may be. But the TSA lady saw he had on the Jackson State or whatever. She was like, Deion, your coach? So he was like, yeah, Deion, my coach. I'm in college because I think he didn't have his ID or something like that. Anyway, he FaceTimed Deion. Deion picked up first ring. Lady freaks out. Oh, it's Deion. Deion was like, yeah, this is my athlete. He a good kid. He need to go home. He getting ready to go home. Something happened. Whatever the case may be, yada, yada, yada. Also, while you at it, can you upgrade his flight? Deion even said this. He said you could just tell from the child he not going to say nothing too disrespectful. But, man, Andrew, random black men to black men, bro, you know when some black people grew up a lot worse than what we grew up as black people. So, Deion said that's how he kind of described that young man. You see what I'm saying? This probably was that young man first time on the plane. And the fact that his first time on the plane, he's getting upgraded to first class, never would have happened if Deion wasn't his coach and gave him that experience. You see what I'm saying? So fast forward to Colorado, right? I'm pretty sure some young black men on them teams, on that team in particular, Colorado, that's probably never been to an NBA game, let alone courtside. Travis, he's going to be able to meet LeBron later on down the line in his career. We know this. I know Travis Hunter, when he signed, he was the best receiver in DB. At that point, his career was already set. He's finna go to this. We know this, Andrew. If you would have went to school with a Travis Hunter, it's like, bro, I know you going to the league, bro. It's like, it's no question about it.
I went to school with my teammates, Bryce. I know. I know. Yeah.
So I'm thinking about the guys that, hey, bro, I got the same dream as a Travis Hunter, but maybe I ain't got that talent. You see what I'm saying? So it kind of looks bad, bro. It kind of looked bad because you were supposed to get him that experience. If anything, like Travis gonna have his whole life to kick it with LeBron. He gonna kick it with
You already know he's gonna make NFL money. He's gonna be a top hit.
NFL money. So that kind of looked bad, but I hope for success. I'm just calling a spade, bro. He gonna have a lot. That's why I said when his son is gone and he gets that quarterback, what y'all talking about, where there's no relationship, I feel like that team is going to play a lot better because that smoke dude came out and talked about how the team was just selfish. It was an arrogant team.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember you said that.
I mean, I just feel like, bro, once everything gets settled out, fizzled out for us with what he has personal ties to, then we'll be able to kind of assess Deion as a coach. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but
I mean, you might not be wrong because I didn't like the comment about the offensive line when he called them all out. I'm like, bro, they're trying their best to block your son, and you throw them all on the bus. I'm like, bro, that's not gonna make them block you any better. That's gonna make them say, you know what? Hey, 55, you want to get past me? All right, bro, go ahead, man. I'm gonna push you a little bit.
That's gonna make them say that. Yeah, we're just not gonna block for this guy. Shaders is gonna get lit the fuck up today. Like,
exactly. What you got to say, Hellfire, bro? Appreciate you for coming on too, bro. You came on with the smoke. Unlike somebody else who tried to act like.
Please do not bring him back, man. Please.
God, I'm tired of Mookie and the Mookie Merchant. They are the two most embarrassing people I have ever met on any platform.
Shit, he is random. He is, bro. Don't look. They pretty much got a couple picture together, bro. How much they meet right each other in the comments? They meet right each other on the comments.
Yeah, they're like this,
Yeah. Brandon be telling Mookie when he finna go to sleep and everything. I was like, damn, well, y'all, that's what my girl do. My girl hit me and be like, I'm finna go to sleep, man.
But no, like, but out of all seriousness, I do look forward to being able to keep going on here and press box as much as I can. Had to miss a show earlier this week or last week because I had to get a new heating element installed in our oven. But hoping to be able to be a little bit more consistent with it coming forward.
Yes, sir. Well, all right, fellas, that's another episode. See y'all tomorrow on Press Box. Peace.
All right, man. Peace.